Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Singing cowboy, got a lasso in your hand. Will you ever understand? It's a do or die, boy. I say your life is up to you. So when you say goodbye, don't you cry. Look out, kid, I'm coming after you. Singing cowboy, got a gun around your waist. Wanna shoot a little taste at me and my boy. Well, what's gotten into you? You're gonna shoot me through. I'm gonna follow you. Look out, kid, I'm coming after you.
Please don't know. I like it like that. You're a cocaine addict.
Pop. Ooh, that bloody man.
Wow. Are you mad?
Singing cowboy, got a lasso in your hand. Will you ever understand? It's a do or die, boy. I say your life is up to you. So when you say goodbye, don't you cry. Look out, kid, I'm coming after you.
Dick. Corny.
You're a predator.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy? Loving her bush.
Don't be so silly, cat.
Shag a pony. Shag a pony. Shag a pony.
Shag a pony.
God, if Canada stopped protecting Harry and Meghan, I'm going to nuke those scumbags. I'm going to nuke those scumbags. I'm going to nuke Canada. Screw those scumbags. Bloody woke liberal elite media alliance. Canadians. Scum. I'm going to nuke them. You protect Harry. You protect Meghan. Otherwise, I'm going to nuke you. Okay, so enough of that. I'm ready to nuke Canada. Let's nuke Canada now.
I could see a problem with that.
What's your problem?
Our good friend Stephen Page.
He lives in America.
Okay. The rest of the bare nakeds?
Screw those losers!
Oh.
Screw those losers! We're nuking Canada, guys! How dare they say they will not protect Meghan and her husband, or is it her wife, Harry?
Oh, come on.
They will not protect them! Screw Canada, we're nuking them. Eh? We're gonna nuke them, eh? We're gonna get some Canadian bacon, eh, and nuke them, eh? It's what we're gonna do, eh? En français. In old-fashioned French, that means. Because that's what they speak over there. Old-fashioned French. Lazy Canadian gits. Nuke them. That's that problem solved. 0344, I'm so in tune today. 0344 499 1000. Phone up with a news problem. I will solve it.
I think I know how.
Hey, did you...
Yeah.
Have you heard about that coronavirus thing?
What about it?
It's this sort of cold thing that started in China and it's killing loads of people. It's mad.
I'd heard that, but yeah, I thought you had something new there.
Oh, no, I was just making conversation.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, just trying to be polite. Give us a call. Now. Otherwise I'm going to nuke you. I could push the button. I'm not afraid to push the button.
Which button?
The nuke button.
Wow.
The nuke button. If they were to do a
Well, if it's anything like the buttons you push here, we'll be all right.
Your point being?
You often push the wrong one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to push your button in a minute.
You're not.
Not that button.
Or that one.
I was going to push that one.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. We've got the new Eurovision Song Contest song. It's not written by Rainbow George.
I'm astonished. How's it go?
I don't know. Should we listen to
Yeah.
it? What is it? I've not listened to it yet.
I'm usually on top of these things, but not today.
Right. YouTube. Ah, bollocks. YouTube. New Eurovision Song 2020.
UK entry. Otherwise, you're going to get all sorts.
Please be quiet. I know how to use the internet.
Okay.
Didn't type it. James Newman. This is it. This is called My Last Breathe.
What?
My Last Breathe by James Newman. And this is our entry. Let's have a listen. Let's go. Oh, we go. It's going to be in Rotterdam.
What's this?
Breathing.
Breath.
Oh,
The breath is the life force. If you control the life force, the force of life is with you. And there is nothing that can stop you.
Yeah. I'm a sexy lady.
Some people let go.
This is good.
Some people let love slip away.
This is good.
But I'm gonna hold on.
Woo! Yeah.
When no one believes, I'll keep the faith.
It's no French kisses.
No, but I think that's pretty much that sorted, isn't it?
That's not bad. That's a great song.
It's going to be London next year.
Going to be in London next year. Well, that's if we don't all die of coronavirus,
Yeah.
which we could all die of. It's Thursday. Sam is back. I've not seen Sam for ages. It's nice to have you back. It's wicked to have you here. Where have you been?
Working on other shows.
Which shows? You can say it. Honestly, I won't be jealous. Which shows have you been working on?
Mainly, well, there was Kath I was working on last week.
Yeah, he was working
Yeah.
on
Don't
it.
care what you're doing in your private time. What shows are you working on?
Other than that, I've been doing Matthew and Dan.
Sounds fun.
You all right, mate?
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. It sounds fun. What? I'm not even doing a thing. It sounds fun. I've been told I'm not allowed to be rude about other presenters. That's why I got suspended. Sounds fun.
Can hear in a soundtrack. I don't know if that's a new thing.
Do you know the big news?
No.
I'm cutting down to 4 days a week. That's true.
So I'm just trying to fight back tears.
Oh, where's his music?
His music is.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch it. 4 days a week not from next week, because we got my nephew's coming in for work
So you have
experience.
to pretend that you do full time.
So I have to pretend I'm full time. He mustn't know. He mustn't know, guys. No one tell him. But then the week after, I'm doing Mondays to Thursdays, and Catherine is doing Fridays.
This guy.
I mean, but you will be paying me £50 of your fee.
That's my fee.
We all know you get 40 quid a show, so you're going to be 10 quid down. But that's finder's fee for me,
Okay.
Iain Lee.
You think this might lead to something?
Oh God, yeah, this will lead to something. Not really sure how to start the show tonight. We've done coronavirus. That's the big news story.
Yeah. Harry and Meghan sorted.
Sorted. We're going to nuke Canada. Don't really know how to start the show. No phone calls, is it? We had too many phone calls last night, and now we haven't got enough. Here's what we do. We'll take a break early. I bet you they'll call in during the break because
You
they're
reckon?
saps. They're all idiots.
Bet me 50 quid.
Okay, I bet you 50 quid. All right. Oh!
No.
Oh!
I'm talking about your finder's fee.
No. £50
haven't
and they
got-
all call in during the break. £50. £50. You set the bet up, baby. That's it. We just shook hands.
No, I'm not shaking
We shook
that.
hands. 0344 499 1000. And the first caller, I will give you £10. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Oh, 0344 499 1000. Kath, you owe me £50.
Well, no, hang on.
Yes.
Are they proper callers?
They are proper callers, in as much as one is a child and one is a homophobic bigot. That to me...
That you won't speak to?
That to me is content. That is content. Tell me why we should let you on, Ken.
Because I've got a very important topic to discuss.
Is it Jesus?
No.
Is it God?
No.
Is it the Jews or the Muslims?
God, but it's
to do with God. It's to do with God, right? Okay.
Yes, but it's not. I'm not going to preach the gospel to you. I'm going to tell you what I believe in regard to this coronavirus.
Is it punishment for God because of the gays?
No. Listen, I heard you. The reason I called was I heard you saying earlier it will kill us all off. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. You know,
Ken, I was joking, mate. It was a joke. Of course, coronavirus isn't going to kill us all off.
Of course not.
No, exactly. It's a joke.
Yeah, correct. But the panic that's taking place.
There's no panic. Ken, you're insane. There's no panic. People are being right. People are being but there's no panic anywhere. People are being rightly cautious, as they should do. There's no panic. Where have you seen panic? Stop lying.
Oh, there's certainly panic, Ian.
Where, Ken? Where have you seen panic? Where have you seen panic? Give me an example. Give me an example. One example of where you have seen panic around the coronavirus.
Right, there's been a sellout of face masks, and we have been told specifically...
There's been a sellout of face masks. How do you know? No, because you've given an example, and we'll question it. Where have they, Ken?
Let me finish.
No, Ken, because you're spreading fake news, and it's very, very dangerous, okay? It's very, very dangerous. Where have they sold out face masks?
In many places, in many cities have sold out.
Where?
I can't name the specific city.
Okay, so how do you know? How do you know they've sold out of face masks?
It was recorded in the news. And it's very difficult.
And why does people buying? Well, here's the thing: if you spout bollocks, I'm going to question you on it. This isn't James's show where you phone in and he nips out for 10 minutes to have a bite to eat. This is a show where if you say something, you will be questioned on it, Ken. All right? You're lucky I let you on. Nuke you in a minute. So, why does people buying face masks indicate that there's panic?
Because other very educated medical experts have warned us and told us the face mask is absolutely useless in most cases.
Okay, I'll ask the question again. Why does people buying face masks indicate panic?
Because some people have been told that if you wear a face mask, it will protect you from the virus, and it will also protect others if you have the virus.
Okay.
That might be true.
I'll ask you the question, Ken, I'll ask you the question one more time, and I'd really appreciate it if you tried to answer it, okay?
I just answered you.
No, you haven't. How does...
All you want to do is argue.
No. All I want to do is get facts from a bigot. How does people buying face masks indicate there is panic and not just caution?
Caution is good.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
How does buying
anything.
face masks indicate panic and not caution?
Say that again.
That's a tough one, isn't it, Ken? How does I've said it 4 times. How does buying face masks indicate panic, not caution?
Well, they've started buying face masks before they even arrived in certain specific...
Ken, if you're not going to answer the question, I'm going to let you go, mate. Thank you, because it's a really simple question. I don't want the history of face masks. I want to know how buying face masks indicates panic, not caution. Catherine? Answer the question! There's this knob.
I haven't bought a face mask.
There's this knob, and I'm going to say it once, right? Because I find it so funny. On Twitter, I blocked him ages ago. Pretends to be called Dorothy Williams. Used to love the show. Used to love the show. I'm giving... Hey, just start rubbing your thighs, because I'm giving you the attention from... Daddy is giving you the attention that you never had as a child, that you've wanted for so long. You've wanted it for so long. You're getting it for one night only, right? They used to love the show.
They tweet James now, don't they?
Yeah, well, I don't know, because I blocked them, and once I blocked them, they got very upset and started slagging the show off. Then last week, when I said be kinder, they started tweeting and going, you know what, you're right, I'm going to be more supportive of the show and I'm going to be kinder. And for 2 days they were. Then they've just started slagging off again. I can block you so I don't see you on the screen, you silly sausage. There you go, you got your mention on the radio. Well done. Sharan.
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm angry. What have you got?
I saw this thing on the internet that China, instead of actually finding a cure, they were trying to get this game off the App Store because it's basically called Gink. It's where you create your own virus and try to
So China stopped all of the doctors and all of the scientists and everybody working on a cure. They stopped them and said, guys, I won't do the accent, guys, you've got to stop working on that cure. We need to get a program off the App Store. That's what happened, yeah?
I'm not sure about the doctor part, but basically,
well, you
they
just
tried
said,
to get
with
a
respect,
game off the App Store. I'm not sure.
With respect, you just said that China stopped working on a cure to get an app off of the App Store.
Didn't I say instead of trying to direct...
They can do both. They can do both. They can do both.
But shouldn't they be directing most of their time to trying to find a cure and not getting a game off the App Store?
You know, there are quite a lot of Chinese people. I think there's enough to sort this out.
Still, I find that quite weird.
But,
do you?
But why do you find it weird? Here's the thing, right? We've got 3 people working on this show, right? One person is taking the phone calls. One person, me, is operating the faders. And one person is being an idiot. I don't know what she's doing, actually, if I'm completely honest. Do you think we should all be working on taking the phone calls, or we should all be working on being an idiot, or we should... No, we can all do different things, and you still get the one whole.
Yeah, but you've already worked out a way that everything works. They still haven't worked out a cure that
So we
works
need to
on
get
everyone.
all 1.7 billion Chinese to stop whatever they're doing.
Qualified Chinese.
The qualified Chinese to stop what they're doing.
But they won't be the
doing.
same qualified Chinese, Sharan. You're talking about scientists and chemists and biologists who would have nothing to do with sorting out an app.
Still, it would...
No.
It would have taken money.
Stop reaching, because it's not...
Why would the app people be the same as the virus cure people? They might be in the same building. But probably a different floor.
Like computer viruses, is that why? I'm seeing the link now.
No, as in, like, in the game, you make your own virus.
Right. I'm going to make a virus in a minute. It's called a nuclear bomb, and it's going to land on your house.
Nice.
You're very welcome. Let's go to George. My God. Mein Gott.
Your God. It's been a rotten day for me.
How did your hernia go? They cancelled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told them to.
Well, it wasn't cancelled. I've got to
Postponed
go to test to see if I can have an anaesthetic and that sort of...
Because they don't like giving it to old boring men.
That's the impression I got.
Yeah.
But I was really looking forward to it. I went early, it was snowing. I got a taxi and...
Sue the NHS. Let's nuke the NHS. I will do that.
And it didn't happen. So then I was going to get a taxi home, but instead I went into Muswell Hill and drew £50 out of my bank account and went into the betting shop and put a few bets on, bought some food, and then got on the bus. And my freedom pass was gone, and somehow my bank...
All of God's children got to have their freedom.
No, my bank cards and everything got stolen, and the rest of the money in my account got withdrawn, and it was horrible. And it's the
I'm sorry to hear that.
Third time that's happened to me in the last year, that money's been stolen out of my account, and I don't know how they did it. It must have been someone in the bank, because I went into the bank to draw the money out.
You sure it's nothing to do with the betting shop?
No.
Got to be the bank then, yeah.
No, it's a mystery. mystery, but it's.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. How much money did they get?
250 quid.
Scumbags.
And a few months ago, it was 300 quid. And
Well, how does it keep happening to you?
Yeah, no, it's the third time it's happened.
Well, how does it keep happening to you? What? How,
I don't know.
You've not written your PIN number on the back of the card, have you?
No.
Well, how do they do it then?
I got no idea. Very clever people, obviously.
Sean's enjoying the show. Thank you for the tweet, Sean. Glad you're enjoying the show, buddy. Keep coming back.
But I've made a wonderful prophecy today.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is the prophecy that you're going to get robbed again in a few weeks?
No, but I do owe you 2,020 quid. I intend to pay that.
He's admitting defeat!
Well, yeah, it didn't happen.
I knew it wouldn't happen!
You didn't do anything.
You didn't even write the song!
I would have hoped you would have helped me.
No! Ah, we didn't do anything. Right, I get it. It's our fault.
No, it wasn't meant to be, but the song will be out there on the 14th of April, which will be the official launch at last of the party to end all political.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking, George. I'm not going to take any more phone calls tonight.
Why is that?
I'm just bored as hell, and if I'm bored, imagine how bored the listeners must be.
Yeah, but this prophecy that I was circulating today says a first for you, and John's Gospel, chapter 16.
Oh, God, I'm losing the will to live, Mummy!
No, come on, this is good.
No. It won't be!
It is. It is.
Won't be!
Trust me.
Does that fader work?
It won't. Here's the thing, right? Here's what I know, George.
Yeah.
It won't be good.
It is. It's only a short prophecy. John's Gospel, chapter 16, verse 13, the Spirit...
Here's the thing. The whole show, the future of tonight's show depends on this prophecy. If it's good, c'est la vie. We carry on. If it's bad...
C'est fini.
C'est fini, we stop. All right? C'est vrai ou faux? If it's good, c'est la vie. If it's bad, what is it?
C'est fini.
C'est fini. All right, George?
Yeah.
The pressure's on you, buddy.
John's Gospel, chapter 16, verse 13, the Spirit of Truth. Though at this moment in fated time he doesn't know it, American Jewish mystic, author of a number of interesting books, Jonathan Kahn.
It's looking
Is this
very...
in the Bible, this
it's
bit?
looking very c'est fini at the moment.
Which part of this is in the Bible?
And Gatford, if it's c'est fini, you don't get on.
Oh.
Yeah. Line these people that are calling up, but do warn them, Sam. If it's c'est fini, then they don't get on. We don't have any calls for the rest of the night. I'm prepared to do that. George.
Author of a number of interesting books, is hereby written to play that dreamy role. What do you think?
Let's get to the interesting prediction that you mentioned.
No, it is interesting.
C'est fini.
Jonathan
C'est
Kahn.
fini. C'est fini. The show is c'est fini. There's no more calls tonight because of you.
UJC.
UJC. There's no more. Gatford, can't take your call, mate.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, okay, accepted it. This is... Eduardo, I'm afraid I can't take your call, mate. It's c'est fini.
But I want to talk about...
No, you can't. It's Eduardo, it's George's fault that there are no more calls. Talk to him.
Is he still there? George?
Yes.
Haven't you given this gig up yet, mate?
No, it's been a gig that's lasted, well, since...
Well, I know. I've had to listen to it since I was a child. No offence and all that. I'm sure you're a lovely fella, but come on. Move over and let Gary from Catford take over.
Take over what?
Your role.
My...
I feel like I'm talking to radio royalty here. I should be more respectful.
Well,
bow down. I feel terrible. Are you there, Gary? Yeah. Oh, go away. Yeah, well, hello.
Ian said...
I feel like I'm in a time loop with George. Like, I've heard this like 10 times.
You've never heard it.
Well,
You sound a bit
like I have.
Mockney, Gary.
Huh?
You sound a bit Mockney. Is that Mockney, like that fella that does films that used to date Madonna? All of that
Guy Ritchie
type stuff. Yeah, that's the fella.
Oh yeah, him, lock, stock, and all that.
And you're from south of the river, which isn't really even London.
Well, yeah. Well, not anymore though.
You haven't even got a proper football team.
I've moved to Kent and everything.
Well, that's even worse. I'd be worried that I'd upset the whole of Kent with one sentence.
So, is he still going, George?
Is it Chatham where you moved to?
No, that's not Chatham.
Is it one of the Medway towns?
I'm done. There's no more calls. No calls tonight. I'm done.
C'est fini.
C'est fini. Line 1, no calls tonight, please.
I'm sorry, greetings and salutations, but it's fini. It's fini.
But then put the phone down.
I know, I've broken the rules.
Well, put the phone down then, it's fini.
I know!
Well then put the phone down! It's St. Catherine, it's fini! He won't put the phone down!
You know what fini means?
I won't!
Well then I'll cut you off!
Really? I'm going to make a prophecy.
There we go. Say fini, I don't want any phone calls tonight. They killed it.
Well, he killed it.
No, every call that we had tonight killed it. Every call was a dud. Every call. Last night, every call was a winner. Tonight, first 30 minutes, what do we have? 8, 9, 10 calls? Every one of those was a dud. 10 calls, that makes 20 calls an hour, times 3, that's 80. We would have had 80 dud calls. No. I'm up for an award next week. I'm up for 2 awards next week, and I'm very kindly bringing you along.
And we're not having you lot ruining it.
Exactly. I'm an award-winning and an award-nominated double award. I'm a quadruple award-winning, double award-nominated radio host, and you guys don't deserve me. Frankly, you don't deserve me. This station doesn't deserve me. Denny doesn't deserve me. Liam doesn't deserve me. The callers don't deserve me. So you know what, callers? You ain't getting me. You are not getting me. You are not getting me tonight. I will not give you tonight.
What's this voice?
Only one thing could change my mind.
Yeah.
One thing. If Sean calls up and apologises for swearing and belittling and being rude to the young person that took the phone call last week where he effed and jeffed. Didn't come on the air, effed and jeffed. He denied it. We know it happened. If he calls up and apologises, what is it, say Ray? So was it say Finny and...
What did you say?
Can't remember. Say Ray.
No, it wasn't say Ray.
Say la vie.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. C'est la vie. If he phones up and apologises, c'est la vie. If he doesn't, c'est fini.
C'est totalement fini.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm only calling in because I've had a really shit day.
Oh, good. I'm glad you have.
And I'm
glad you have. Are you going to save the future of the show by apologising for swearing to the young woman that was answering the phones and then lying to me yesterday?
What, for the third time?
You haven't done it yet.
Anyway, listen, man, listen.
No, I will not listen, man, listen. I will not listen, man, listen. The future of tonight's show depends on you. We will have no calls, and I'm so fine with that. But we will have calls if you apologise for the way you spoke to the producer of the show last week.
Late, I've just got back from some meetings.
Oh, my God, you've never been to a meeting. You've never been to a meeting. Stephen, we're not taking calls tonight, c'est fini.
Oh, come on.
It's Sean's fault, c'est fini.
What, did you talk about it tonight, yes or no?
Fini.
All right, I'm going. Bye-bye. Night-night.
Right, he didn't apologise. No, hang on. Sean is still there and Stephen's gone. Hello? Did Sean apologise? Oh, jeez.
Of course he didn't. He thinks he has 3 times. I didn't hear it once.
Sean, tell me the truth. You did not go to Italy last week, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Liar. You phoned up the show on Friday and you were rude to the
Why
young
are you
person.
so bothered about it? Let me tell you something.
I'll tell you what I'm bothered about. I'm bothered about big men who think it's okay to phone up people and swear at them and then lie about it.
Can I also express an opinion? This technique that Sean's got of bulldozing, no, you listen to me, yet you listen to me, standard. But it doesn't work on this show. So let's have a conversation and maybe we can resolve this.
It's so easy, Sean.
We've all got you. Bye-bye.
Sorry? Where's he gone? I didn't hear any of that. His fader was down.
He was trying to steamroll to a silent
Right. Say Finny.
fader.
Say Finny. Say Finny. Say Finny. Say Finny. I don't want to talk to any of them tonight. They don't deserve this. No calls. No calls tonight. I don't want anything to do with this. Scumbags. Right. That does bugger things up ever so slightly, if I'm honest.
a little, yes.
2.5 hours to fill. No material.
I was going to talk about...
Does Darryl want to come in and tell us what's on his show tonight? Really, really slowly. Like, really, really slowly tell us, because we're very rude to Darryl when he comes in, Catherine, you are. You're very rude to him, and you don't give him the chance to let him tell my fans what's on his show.
I could do a 3-hour handover.
Beautiful. This is
2.5 hour handover.
Okay, here we go. There's a chair there, my friend. Catherine's going to get it for you. Give our guest a chair.
There.
Unbelievable.
Bit rude, that. Bit rude.
Sorry, mate. So sorry, Darryl. Really good show that you do, apparently. I've not had a chance to listen to it.
No, it's okay.
I listen to CDs on the way home, music. I don't like speech radio. I think it's boring.
Yeah.
But I've got it on good authority.
Yeah.
That you do a really, really good... I've got it on good authority that you do a show.
I do a show.
I cannot...
That...
comment on the quality of it. That would be misleading.
That is true.
Recommend something I don't know anything about.
I do a show.
I actually read some stuff on Twitter that was actually very unsavoury about you. So... but what's on your show tonight? And you've got as much time... Normally I'd say you've got 50 seconds.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. What? I don't really know. I mean, it's quite far off. I haven't really figured it out
I'm going to go make
yet.
a brew. Do you want a brew?
Yes, please.
Would you like a brew?
I've just made one.
I can make you another.
For myself.
I'm going.
But
selfish brew you made.
But I made a selfish brew. But whilst you've got some time to fill,
yeah,
feel free to make me another.
What are you having?
Just a tea.
Well, I mean, that's still
pour
hot,
that already hot tea out.
Hey.
And
there's people starving in Africa.
Get that tea.
I'll make you a new tea.
I'll make you another. We've got 2.5 hours. I'll make you more. What are you having?
I'll have a Red Bush, please.
Red Bush. What are you having?
Beg your pardon?
A coffee, please.
All right, no problem.
Coffee. This time of the day, coffee.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I'll have a cappuccino.
Hey! We're not taking any calls, c'est fini! Put the phone down!
Ian.
Shut up!
Ian.
Shut up and put the phone down.
Yes, old master.
Stephen.
Yes, old master, I will put the phone down.
Put it down. Who's the other Muppet?
Is that me?
Put the... I'm so sorry, Darryl. Put...
Well,
Catherine.
Put the phone down, both of you. I don't want to talk to you. Say fini.
Telling Catherine, he knows who I am. I'm going to help the show out anyway.
Put the phone down, please, caller. I don't want to talk to you.
Ian, I can sort this out in no time.
Go on, then.
Please. Right. You know I'm a cab driver, yeah?
Oh, you're this idiot.
I want the address of Sean. I'll go and pick him up first. We'll go to George's. I'll sort them both out.
We do not condone violence on this show, although I'm feeling very violent. We've nuked Canada tonight already.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Well,
we'll probably talk about that then afterwards.
Yeah, because I think they're scumbags.
All of them?
Yeah. Lazy people. They don't want to protect Harry and Meghan. So I nuked them. What's happening on your show tonight, Darryl?
Seems reasonable.
I'm struggling now.
Seems like a very reasonable response. Well, it's okay, because that killed about 4 minutes.
Yep.
So that's good. Don't know, it's a leap year tomorrow. No, it's not, is it? It's not even tomorrow, is it? I buggered that one as well, damn. I was going to talk about that, actually. I've just realised that the thing that I had planned is not on the day that the show's on.
Do you want to go out and speak to your producer? Do you want
I'm-
to send your producer in and we'll speak to him?
I need to have a meeting.
Yeah.
I need to have a meeting.
Go and have a meeting.
I need to have a meeting.
You go and have a meeting. Maybe have a little meditate as well.
Good idea.
Bring it all into focus. 'Cause
Good idea.
You're rambling. Like
Good
a
idea.
balloon. Come back when you know what the date is.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go on.
I'll work on it.
Go on.
Thanks, guys.
When you go out, could
Yeah.
you ask Sam to play the adverts for me, please?
Yes. Okay.
Thank
You're
you.
not talking to him?
No.
Are you falling out with him as well?
I will do at some point in this show. So I'm not
Get it
out
on
the way.
now.
So
Get it
you
on
just
now.
go out and you ask him to play the adverts.
Okay,
and
I
we'll-
will.
Thank you.
All right. Well, good luck with the rest of it.
Gonna need it.
And I might see you later.
Okay.
Thanks how it goes.
When you know what's happening, let us know.
Yeah, I will. I'll work
Thank
on it.
you.
For the ads, please, mate.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We've all calmed down a bit. We've all calmed down a bit.
Anything good happened while I was out?
I think Daryl's high on drugs.
Oh.
I think we should call management. I didn't know what day it was.
Oh, blimey.
So I don't want any calls tonight. Say Finny. They've just not been any good.
No.
Not been any good. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to do a Periscope love bomb early. Because we never get to do them early.
No.
We never get to do them early. We always do them late. We are going to do it early tonight. So get your tablet, get your computer, get your phones, go to periscope.tv/ and then I'm going to give you, in a moment, a place to go, and we're going to send somebody some love, baby. We're going to send them some love. Now, maybe we'll get someone in the United Kingdom doing it, because we normally go stateside. We're not going to go to Canada because they're scum.
But that's due normally to the lateness of the...
Yeah, well, now it's nice and
time.
early. Now it's nice and early. So I'm thinking, do I say England? I mean the United Kingdom, of course. Ooh, it's okay. It's juicy. And let's have a little...
Investors, particularly on my FX book, your results are published through your broker.
Oh.
So if people see me making consistent gains for a period of months,
He's holding a
preferably
guitar.
with real money. He said if you can, he said be the asset. He said don't over leverage, don't risk
That's
too
boring.
much.
That's boring. He was holding a guitar and he's in Scotland.
Oh.
But we're not going there. We're not going there. So let's see if we can find... I saw someone sort of north of England, but they seem to have stopped streaming. We're going to end up going to America, aren't we? When you go, will you send back a letter from America? We met one of them, didn't we?
Yes. Not sure which.
No, it was George, I think. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's have a little look what we got here. This could be fun. Nope, nothing happening there. Let's try this guy. No, he looks like a knob. Here's the thing, right? This is genuinely a nice thing where we kind of send love to people, and what's this?
What was your original plan, Abdul?
Sorry?
What was your original plan?
Drop the phone, but I used
No,
this
that's a silly plan.
I used this opportunity because it was cold and she was shivering.
That was good. I'm surprised you didn't say, would you like the coat?
Yeah, wasn't I saying? I found out she's Iranian.
I don't want to get involved. I just do not even know what's going on there. I don't want to get involved in that. I think that... Here we go. Ooh.
An investigation on our hands.
Yeah.
We still have an investigation on our hands. And it seems like the internet
I'm seeing if I can call this guy.
may have been...
Oh, no, they stopped his video. As soon as he realised someone was watching, he stopped streaming. That's
Oh.
suspicious.
Why don't he just phone his friend?
Yeah. Aisha's a proper Bengali now.
She's a low-key...
A lot of these just use it to chat, like
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's investigate. Let's not, bro.
Try and call this guy. See what's going on.
Sounds like he's just chilling.
He's accepting me.
Yes. Tony is still in the same room he's born in. Wow.
Hey man, how you doing?
What's good, man?
Yeah, did you ever watch the TV program I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here?
Yeah.
Did you see it 2 years ago when Amir Khan was in it?
Bits and bobs, yeah.
Did you see the bit where he stole the strawberries?
When he stole the strawberries, yeah.
I'm the other guy.
Nah, don't chat shit to me.
I'm not chatting shit to you, man. I'm the other guy. No, you can't say that. Okay, all right, we're out of there. Okay.
I mean, how did you think that was going to go?
He got. He dropped an F-bomb. Okay, all right, we'll leave that.
C'est fini.
So Britain is c'est fini. Let's go to America. Let's go to the United States of America, and see. Let's go. I see what we got here. Okay. Oh no, that one looks dirty. I don't want a dirty one. I don't want that.
Is it someone painting in hot pants?
It's not far off, yeah. Okie dokie. That was going nice there until he saw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like bringing a little bit of celebrity glamour to normal people's lives.
Well, some of them enjoy it. There's another one straight away.
Her phone did fall over at that point. She was in Nashville and her phone fell over.
Wow.
Welcome to Glimpses of the Kingdom. Today we are discussing therapy. I'm going to pass. Have we got any dump left? Yes, we have. We've got some left. Oh, here we go.
That nigga be having me tired as hell. Come here.
I did. That guy's smoking up what I think looks like a doobie. Legal in America, but I'm just getting a sweary vibe. It's mad, isn't it, that stuff's legal over there now? Most places, yeah. It's very legal. Good for them, I say. Here we go.
Mind you, I smell it so much in the street, you'd think it was legal there.
Hi, everybody. No, I don't do makeup. And it feels really good outside. ¿Qué estás haciendo, Ma?
Oh, right. Okay, we're all gonna. She's looking in the mirror, doing her eyebrows. So we're all gonna rate her. Right, I'm gonna share it. So it's periscope.tv/
I'm French.
No, you're not.
C'est fini.
What do you want?
/ Muslims wifey. Muslims wifey. I think that should do it. Periscope.tv/ Muslims wifey. I think that's her name. We've got 16 in there. That's it. Get in there, guys. Get in there. She seems like a nice lady. I like her style. She just sat there in a dressing gown.
These freaking people are stalking.
She said freaking. Freaking is fine. She's a good
How are you
Muslim.
spelling wifey?
Wifey.
Is it Muslim with an O or something?
Muslims.
Yeah.
Muslims.
¿No sabe el mismo color?
MUSLIMS WIFEY.
FEY.
Yeah, wifey.
Lee, like the high school?
Here we go. We're up to 38, guys. We can do this. Let's make her evening. Let's do it. We're up to 42. Here we go. She's busy doing her makeup. She's going to look in a minute. Here we go. 59, 61. We need to all pile in there now, guys. Periscope.tv / MUSLIMS. Muslims wifey. WIFEY. She's doing her eyes makeup at the moment. So she's just gone up from 9 to 75. If we can get it over 100 by the time she's done her eyes. 86. Keep going.
Be nice.
Be nice. Here we go. Okay, stop, wait a second. You're blocked. Here we go. Her face, she's loving it. She's like, what the heck? Yeah.
From Lee?
Okay.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Here we go. Keep going. Let's get it over 200. We need to get it over 200 because 100 has not actually impressed her that much.
It's our God-forsaken right to be loved. Love.
Muslim's wifey. Periscope.tv.
It's our God-forsaken right to be loved. Love you.
134.
Hi,
143.
Carly.
147. Let's get it to 200. Come on, guys! 166. She can't quite believe it. She sat there in her dressing gown, doing her makeup. 172.
I'm on a Mexican radio.
It's not Mexican. 182. 187.
1, 2.
187. Let's get it to 200, guys. We just need a few more. If you're there with your tablet, your phone. 201. She's really not that bothered.
No, you'd think that she's doing her eyebrows. You'd think that would make her wibble a little bit, wouldn't you?
We got 228. This is the most.
Feeling fat. You.
We got 230. This is the most successful love bomb we've ever done in terms of numbers, and she's not that bothered. I'm calling her. Well, they can't all work, I suppose.
Listen, when a woman is doing her face,
Yep.
there's very little that gets in the way.
Yep. Oh,
mate!
All right, we'll let that one go.
Who wants to get high with me in a little bit?
Whoa!
Greetings from Glasgow. Oh.
I think I know why she's not that bothered.
Who? $250. Yeah.
Hello from Dubai.
This is incredible.
More people from Glasgow.
Yeah.
I'm on the radio?
Yes, you stoner!
Or no?
Oh my God.
I'm on the radio?
Yeah, you said that 30...
Oh my God, I'm on the radio!
This is the weirdest thing, man. If you're not watching this, you're missing a treat.
Everybody follow me on the radio. Follow us.
265 people.
I'm on the radio. I'm on the radio.
Yes, man.
Hi, everybody. My name is Hilda, and I believe in Father God, and I love all of the puppies in the world, and shout out to the radio that I'm on, but I don't know which one I'm on.
She loves all of the puppies in the world.
What, even the mean ones?
I just want to say that I always wanted to be a rapper, and... Oh my God! I'm famous! I just want to say that I've always wanted to be a rapper. I know how to draw. I'm super friendly and nice.
This is a grown woman, by the way, guys. It's not a 12-year-old. It's an actual grown woman.
There is a God, and He is the man.
Of course there is. Who makes the herb?
Hi, everybody telling me hi.
This is weird, man. She'll remember again in a second that she's on the radio and get excited.
Everybody, talk to each other. Talk to each other.
She's not interested.
My makeup again.
All right, everybody out. Everybody out. Everybody out. Everybody out. Everybody out. What the hell happened there? What is going on? This first hour is indicative, and this is the reason we did it. We planned it like this. This first hour is indicative of the malaise that society in general is feeling. Everyone is feeling lost and discombobulated and disconnected. You got that from the calls that we had. You got that from that Periscope that we had. We will start taking calls again because I think the experiment that Catherine and I planned has succeeded.
But for how long will we continue to take calls?
Well, again, we're entering phase 2 of the experiment. So 0344 499 1000, c'est la vie.
Oh, c'est fini.
It's a nice piece of theatre. It is an experiment to show you how discombobulated we are as a society, how separate from our neighbour, how lonely and confused and angry so many of us feel. And when we cut off the calls, didn't that hurt? Didn't that make you feel unusual? Let's chat. 0344 499 1000. Let's talk. Let's sort things out. Tell us how you felt in that last hour. Tell us how we can improve your life.
It's just people.
It's just people.
Let's talk.
Please, let's talk. C'est fini is c'est fini. C'est la vie. Arrangement. Tout à mort, immédiatement. 0344 2 3 4 9 gun. You know the number. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
love Stephen Page. You've got to love Stephen Page. It's the law. It is the law, guys. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Dominus Sanctus Christos Patriarchos. Let's go to Tina. Good evening, Tina.
Hello, how are you?
What have you got for us? Hoping an apology.
For what?
For when you swore at us yesterday.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm sorry about swearing on radio. I've never done that before.
Okay.
Okay. How are you?
What did you call in for?
No, I said, how are you?
Okay, and I'm asking what you called in for.
Say hello and how are you?
I'm disappointed.
And apologise.
I'm disappointed that people are going around on Twitter slagging me off and, you know...
I'm not slagging you off. I haven't slagged you off on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter.
Kath, pass on to your bestie, as I'm also not going to be slandered on your show either. Tell Ian...
yeah, that's not slagging you off.
Tell Ian...
That's not slagging you off.
Tell Ian to put that in his pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, that's not slagging you off, mate.
His mental
that's
health...
because you... I've gone to hospital today. Your mental health's bad and so is mine.
His mental health problems notwithstanding, Talk Radio has a duty of care to him. He's obviously hurting. We all suffer in 2020.
Yeah. How is that slagging you off? Talk Radio do have a duty of care to you.
Yeah, and that's why they're giving me a day off a week. What have you called in for,
Exactly.
Tina?
Just to see how you are, because I'm in hospital.
Just to see how you are because I'm in hospital.
As well, yeah, because your mental health is equal to everyone else's.
Oh, you called me a dick as well?
Oh, right. Well, you were being a dick because you didn't allow me.
No, I
to
questioned.
talk.
I questioned your story as I would do with everyone.
Okay.
Lee needs professional help. I forgive his inherent dickiness and narcissistic nature, but not the slander. First of all, it's impossible to slander someone on the radio.
Oh, okay.
It will be
All right.
libel.
Libel is written.
Or recorded. Tina, don't.
All right.
Don't.
Okay.
Don't question my knowledge of broadcasting law. It's my job to know it.
Okay.
I didn't believe your story yesterday, and I questioned it as I would question anybody's story that I was suspicious about.
Okay.
You told us to F off, and I thought that was thoroughly unwarranted.
And I just said I'm sorry, didn't I?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I should just hang up, okay?
Okay, all right. Thanks for calling. Okay, let's go to Nicola. Good evening, Nicola.
Good evening to Ian. First of all, can I thank you for actually taking that call?
Are you on speakerphone?
No, I'm not on speakerphone. No.
Oh, suddenly I can hear you a whole lot better after I've asked if you were on speakerphone.
No, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not on speakerphone. I just had to check. But thank you so much for taking that call because you allowed Tina to apologise, which I do appreciate that because I'm a friend of hers, and it's very honourable for you to accept her.
I'm an honourable guy, and I'm honourable for letting you on after you were rude to me yesterday as well.
Yeah. I was sticking up for my friend, and I apologise for that as well.
Apology is accepted.
Yeah,
What have you called in for tonight?
Well, just to let you know, as Tina did say, she is in hospital, and
What? Okay. What? Okay. I mean, that's that's really sad and tragic, and I wish her the very best. But what have you called in for tonight?
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you, just completely changing the subject.
Thank you.
Coronavirus.
Jesus.
I'll tell you something. I got on the tube the other day, and people were all crammed one side of the tube train, and there was an Oriental woman.
We don't say Oriental. We don't use the word Oriental anymore.
No. Well, she possibly was Chinese.
Okay. Your phone line is atrocious.
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah. Every time I remind you, it seems to get better.
Well, let's move the phone closer to my mouth.
That would be it. The old phone close to the mouth technique.
That works better. Well, there was a Chinese lady, and no one was sitting in the seats alongside her. It's almost as if we're shunning anyone from China.
Well, so why didn't? So I'm assuming you went and sat next to her.
Yes, I went and sat next to her, and then at the next station, which I think was Westbourne Park, another Chinese lady sat the other side of her, and but everybody else was the other side, and it was so obvious, you know. If they'd have all, it'd been even less obvious if they'd all been sitting holding a placard saying, "We're not going to sit near the Chinese lady in case she's got coronavirus." She probably has never even been to China. She, you know, she probably, I don't.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I don't believe this happened.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
it was on
no.
the Metropolitan line. Oh no, it's like the Hammersmith and City line.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it myself.
No, I bet you couldn't. What, with it not happening?
No, it did happen, Ian, and I've heard that in Bristol people are actually not using some of the Chinese wholesalers because they're people are actually worried about it.
Well, people are idiots. We've learned that. We've learned that.
Right.
People are idiots.
They're idiots. Yes. Oh, yes.
People are thick.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just remarking about it. It was noticeable, and you know, I thought, but no, I thought, sorry, I'm going to sit there, you know. So, you know, it doesn't just because she looked Chinese doesn't mean she's carrying the plague. It's people jumping to conclusions.
Yes.
Anyway, I just thought I'd say that.
Thanks, Stephen.
Oh, that'll be me.
Jesus wept. Stephanie.
Ian.
Yes,
Ian.
Stephen.
Yeah, infamy. They've all got it, infamy.
Okay, what have you called in for? There's someone sweeping the ceiling.
I know you're not in a very good place, you know, Ian, so I'll get your point. I've not phoned for a while. I was a bit of a naughty boy, and I had a snowball, which I don't want to get too much into the details. You know what a snowball is?
Is that cocaine and heroin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stephen, I don't want to. Listen, I'm getting really tired of being the guy that everyone goes to when they've done drugs.
Yeah,
I'm getting really tired of it because my sobriety is going really, really well.
Paramount to you now, right?
But just phoning up and say, why? I mean, you know, I'm getting bored of it. Get clean and phone up.
No. The reason I'm phoning is because I ended up losing half of my the half in my bicep and my muscle. I had to get into hospital, and
I bet that hasn't stopped you using, has it?
Yeah, it has, Ian.
Right.
They are not sound.
Here you go. Call me when you got 6 weeks clean. Call me when you got 6 weeks clean, because I feel I'm enabling you. I feel like I'm encouraging you to carry on taking drugs. Call me when you have got 6 weeks of not having any drugs and not having any booze. How about that?
That sounds about fine.
Sounds fair, doesn't it? Because I think we've given you a fair crack of the whip.
Yeah,
and I want you to get clean, man. I want you to get clean. But all I'm hearing is every time you phone up, and you're either high, and you're not high tonight, and I can tell that, and that's great, or you're recounting a drug story to me. And I don't want to. I'm bored of the war stories. I want to hear what happens after VE Day.
Right, it's no fair on you, Ian. I know that, and I'm sorry. But I'm sorry. It's just loneliness can. You know, there's only so many people I can talk to, like my cat team, and
I've told you to go to meetings, and you don't want to go.
The meetings are getting set up from the cat team, but
no. I'm talking about going to I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
You know, all I can do is share my experience. My experience was, for the umpteenth time, going to 12-step meetings got me clean and saved my life. And I keep telling you that, and you don't go. So with respect, I don't want to hear your war stories anymore. I'm really sad that you lost a bit of your bicep. I mean, that just shows how far we can go. Go to meetings. Don't go to meetings. Nothing changes unless you change.
Right, Ian.
I'm not telling you off. I'm just bored of it, Stephen.
Yeah.
What's it going to take? What's it going to take? You lose a leg? You lose an arm? You dying?
Exactly. Exactly, Ian. I'll say it again. I do apologise.
You don't have nothing to apologise for. Don't apologise to me. You do actually have an apology to yourself. To yourself. You're losing bits of your body now, Stephen. This ain't a game anymore. This is serious. You're going to lose an arm. You're going to die. You're going to die, mate. I don't want you dead. We're losing too many people. You're a good man. I want you alive. It ain't going to change unless you change yourself.
Yeah.
Go and save your life, Stephen, please, mate. People don't want... No one wants you dead. No one wants you dead, brother.
I'll let you go now, pal, right?
Speak to you... I want to speak to you in 6... I tell you what. 4 weeks. I want 4 weeks clean.
4 weeks.
Does that sound fair, Kath?
Yeah.
We did the same with Alistair. I want 4 weeks clean of nothing.
Right.
And I know you can do it.
That's a deal.
How many days have you got so far?
Since then, let's see, about 3 weeks and 4 days.
Hang on, you've got 3 weeks and 4 days clean?
Yeah.
Of everything?
Yeah. Apart from a couple cans of Heineken just to blow off a bit of steam, just to...
The steam is not going to help you. Go. Look, go and save your life.
Thanks, Ian.
Go and save your life, brother, and we'll
hey,
speak.
Kat. Say hi to Kat.
I will not say hi to her because she's a piece of trash.
How dare you?
Stephen.
Speak to you soon, Stephen.
Don't go away thinking this is me telling you off. This is not. I want you. No. I want you clean. I want you alive, and I don't want you losing any more biceps. All right? Speak to you soon, man.
Right.
Take care,
you
brother.
too.
Bye-bye. I like Stephen a lot, but I'm tired of those stories. Had a bit of his bicep removed. Flipping it, man. Cocaine and heroin. Cha! Also, I can't hear that stuff because I think I never did a snowball. I never tried heroin. You know the reason I didn't try heroin? I didn't know where to get it from. It's the only reason I didn't try heroin. I did not know where to get it from. I was scared to ask either of my dealers in case they thought, this guy's a junkie. We ain't selling to him no more.
I think they might have suspected you were one.
They didn't, because I would go and buy 10 grams from one, and then I'd go and buy 10 grams from the other, so they never knew. It's the only reason I didn't do heroin. I did not know where to get it from. And still now, I am, 4 weeks off of 2 years. And I hear snowball, and I think, ooh, yeah. 0344 499 1000, this is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. I do find, we mentioned this the other day, I will now go away and think I've been a little bit harsh, but, you know, what can you do? I want Stephen to get right. I do find that people expect quite a lot from us and from me.
From you, yeah.
In terms of dumping their shiz on me. Like I said, if you've got addiction problems, we'll talk, man. We'll talk. I'm still in contact with Iain. You know, phoned a while ago. I haven't WhatsApped him for a while. Actually, I'll give him a little WhatsApp.
I spoke to him last week.
Yeah, yes, you did. And we're still in touch, and we phone each other occasionally, and we WhatsApp more, and that's nice. And if people, are struggling with booze and drugs, I can share my experience, right, and how I got clean. We're required to. I think that's step 12. Is we kind of, if someone reaches out, we got to let them. We got, tell them how we did it. But if you ain't going to listen, it's just and it just feels a little unfair.
It's the same problem we had the other day, where we said if we're listening to the same thing all the time, we're not the right people to be offloading to.
No.
And what I worry about is people diverting their efforts to get clean, to get well, I think
we enable some people.
I think sometimes...
what enable means, by the way, because I realise we're using language that most of you will understand, but some of you won't. Enable is sort of inadvertently encouraging or allowing the behaviour to go on because we don't check it.
Yeah, making it comfortable for people.
Yeah, we go. And I think that we have accidentally... with all the best intentions, as often is the case of enablers, I think we have enabled a few people to carry on not just their addictive behaviour, but also their obnoxious behaviour. And trying to choose my words really carefully, have not perhaps been as helpful. We've allowed people to sometimes, I think, stay comfortable in their depressed states by being someone, hey, you can phone and talk to us and chat, and we'll listen, of course we'll listen, but sometimes you need something different than just listening.
Yeah, so venting is fine, but venting and then resuming and then venting again to someone who is not able to help you progress out of it is not helpful to you.
I'm also aware, by the way, the first hour of the show was, I said to Kath during the news, and she cried a little bit, that was me screaming for help. You know, the first song, the first Beatles song that was inspired by LSD is Help. Now, it doesn't sound like an LSD song. You kind of think of Revolver and Sgt. Pepper. Actually, Sgt. Pepper was more of a cocaine album. But the first song I think that Lennon wrote after he took acid was Help. And he famously said, that's the first song where I'm being me and I'm screaming for help. I'm in a marriage I don't want to be in. I'm a pop star and I don't really want to be a pop star, and I'm screaming for help. And it became a big hit, and everyone, yeah, help, this is great. And he's going, actually, I'm nuts, I'm insane, and I need help. And everyone's going, whoa, yeah, John. The first hour of tonight's show was my help. Was my help. That's where my head is at. Listen, I'm all right, guys. I'm not going to kill myself or anything like that. I'm all right. I'm dealing. Paul Burrow says, do you have an email? Yes, I do. Great.
Just so you know, though, if you do send him an email, I'll see it too.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not going to kill myself. It's certainly not today. And my recovery is going bang, bang, bang. I've been speaking to some people in recovery, and I'm on it. I'm getting that 2-year key ring and chip. I'm getting it. Right, that's happening. But I'm not feeling well, and I'm at a real point in my life where something has to change. And it may be this job. It may be, saying, you know what? I don't think this job or this station or this career is necessarily the healthiest thing for me. I don't know. It's the only thing I'm good at. But I don't know if it's going to kill me. Well, then maybe it's not. That maybe, I should become a gardener or something. But I'm all right.
You hate mowing the lawn.
I do hate mowing the lawn. But I'm all right. So don't even worry about me. And I vent on Twitch, and I say stuff on Twitter, and I talk to my friends, and I'm okay. I'm not going to kill myself. But to then just be, sometimes I dread coming in because I think, oh man, I've got to be wacky for 3 hours. I don't have to be for 3 hours, or sometimes I think, oh man, there's just a vibe, and everyone's going to phone in and dump on me for 3 hours because I'm that guy. And I don't want to put anybody off phoning up that's got real issues, but I'm not anyway saying that. It's also part of me that thinks, is it boring for other people? It's got to be 3 hours of it, as we have done in the past, maybe a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare for it to be constantly that.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean.
I just want to do a radio show where we play Gadang Gadang on a loop.
I mean, that is madness-inducing.
That's what I want to... I want to be that guy that plays Gadang Gadang on a loop. And here's the thing. If you listen to the first 60 minutes is the realest me you are ever going to get on radio. You are ever going to get. And I'm sick and tired of explaining which bits are theatre and which bits... These are problems that I've created. On Twitch today... There was a guy who was asking me to watch a video, and I kind of did a silly little rant. Is this a Justin Peterson incel thing? I don't want to watch any incel. I'm not watching any incel nonsense. And he instantly's like, whoa, okay, I'm just trying to be helpful, man. What is all this? The line, here's my problem. The line, and I've created this problem, and I don't quite know the way around it. The line between reality and performance has kind of blurred. It's gone, in fact. So people think that everything that I say is true, or everything I say is bullshit. There's no... if there was like a little buzzer we could sound to say when I'm going into a little bit of theatre, a little bit of performance. But I guess, you know, this is what I guess this is what I always wanted, I suppose. This is the curse. I do wonder a lot what Andy Kaufman...
I was just thinking of Kaufman.
How old was he when he died? Like 28 or 32, something. He was a kid.
It must have been exhausting.
It must have been exhausting. And you do wonder, what would he have been doing now? He was getting frustrated with Fancy's thing. He did a whole thing on Saturday Night Live, call in and vote me off. Right, and it was a vote that people phoned in one number to save him and one number to vote him off, and he was confident he'd be saved. And it was like 70-30 voting him off.
But they thought that's what he wanted them to do.
No, I think, partly, but also people hated him. People hated him, right? And he was devastated by that. He was really... Taxi had finished. He was absolutely devastated by that. And it destroyed him. He just didn't know... He's like, my God, they don't get it. What? And people... He didn't know what to do after that. And you kind of... I don't know. I'm kind of kicking around ideas and stuff. And... I don't know. I don't know where we are. I don't know what's going on. I had to send a really important email today that is that could potentially make my life a little bit easier, but could also upset a lot of people and cause a little bit of trouble. And I'm being very, very vague here for my own personal reasons, none of your business. But I've been really stressed about that. Just this knot in my stomach, knowing that it had to come. And I did it, and now I'm anxious, thinking, what is going to happen next? Don't know. I'm rambling a little bit. Let's speak to Russ. Good evening, Russ.
Hello, mate. How are you? Silly question.
Yeah, silly question. What you got?
It's just one of those things.
Isn't it? It's just one of those silly little quirks that we say, and no one cares. What have you got for us, Russ?
I just want to ask you a personal question.
Please do.
Do you drive?
Slowly. No. Yes, I drive.
Okay. Does Kath drive?
I don't know. Do you know what? I've never asked her. Catherine, do you drive?
Yeah.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Prove it.
I did. I drove here.
Okay. Fair, but I can't argue with that, Russ. Why? Do you want to race?
No. I've had one of those moments of calmness myself today. I'm a driver.
Yeah.
Have been all my professional life. And I'm quite well qualified as a driver, if I say so myself. I won't go into the ins and outs of it, but I've got a diploma, level 4 diploma in a certain type of driving. I've also got quite a lot of experience from being shot at with United Nations trucks in Bosnia.
Wow.
Or, well, actually, it wasn't my truck. It was a friend, colleague. He's a crane driver now. He was a crane instructor. He's been doing that since he left the army. He had 5 rounds into his truck, which was the one in front of me. And it was right behind. But that's a complete... I digress. It's got nothing to do... I'm just trying to...
Of all the digressions, though, getting shot at in Bosnia, that's a pretty amazing digression. I will allow that, definitely.
I've had quite a wacky...
When you say got shot at...
Yeah.
I mean, how close were the bullets? I hope that's not an insensitive question.
Well, if you imagine you're in the centre of a clock dial, so straight ahead is 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was coming from below 7 o'clock. It was coming from behind me to the left slightly. We had just come out from mountains into Vitez, and as we came into the town of Vitez, if you can imagine, you've got some hills and mountains and stuff behind you. That's to our left-hand side as we arrived at the point where we stopped. It's not easy not swearing. I've got to pretend I'm talking to my daughter.
Well, I bet. Yes, I mean, I was going to say, surely the only response is, effing hell, we're being shot at.
Well, no, it's where's that coming from? Because you need to understand where the threat's coming from, because and also what they're aiming at, what it is they're looking for. It's usually at the front of the convoy to stop the convoy, or if they don't want to stop the convoy, it depends what they want to do. So where the rounds are coming from is one source of info. When the rounds are going to is another source of info, because you can also imagine where their signs of cover, areas of cover would be. So if you wanted to return fire, it wouldn't necessarily go for the sniper. You would go to where the cover is that you can't see, where you expect it to be.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, obviously, Russ, I know all this, but thank you for explaining it to Catherine, because my military training is well. I don't know if I don't like to talk about it on air, but my military training is.
Are you kidding me?
Is higher than SAS.
You know, I've been in Hereford.
I know you've been in Hereford. I've been.
No, but I've been.
You went for a disco, like 70s themed disco.
No. That's what I told you.
Is that where your sister was told she had to leave all tablets behind, so she got a medicine?
No, that was somewhere else.
Okay.
No, I think that was the message I saw from Sooty and Sweep, or at least that was the initials at the bottom of it. Anyway.
What?
Shh.
All right. Anyway, Russ. So Russ has cheated death.
Several times. It's good. You know, life is good, but that doesn't mean I'm not depressed in my own self. I'm a shitstorm. Anyway, that's just when I was in the army. I left the army, and I think that was February the 17th, 1995. I drove out of the barracks.
Yeah.
And sort of like I did that thing that, you know, in the films where they see the gates disappear in the mirror as you drive away. It was kind of weird, but that was that. But 2 months later, I was actually driving Hawkwind's tour bus.
Yes, mate, I love it.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. So I did 3 months with Hawkwind and looked after them.
Yellow card, Ross.
Well,
you got through the Bosnia being shot at without swearing, then you dropped an F-bomb because of Hawkwind.
Well, yeah, because if Dave Brock's in bed, mate, you don't want people coming in and slamming the door, waking the poor geezer up, do you? I mean, Dave Brock, he's in bed right opposite the door.
They're lucky you didn't take care of him. You know what I mean?
You know what? It was always Chrissy that bloody done it anyway. She was always slamming that door. God bless her. But where she lives, you got to slam the door, because otherwise the wind will keep it open behind you, and the dogs will get out, and everything's just a nightmare.
I'm loving the 10 minutes that we've spoken so far. I'll be honest, I've got no idea what we're talking about.
Well, I wanted to take your mind off stuff.
You've done that.
No, what's happening is, I've had a lifetime of driving. So when I left the army and then done that, I went out with Hawkwind. That was supposed to be for 3 months, but that was like 22 years. And now I can't tell you exactly the company because I don't want to.
Addison.
But I'm going to. Well, I've done Formula One as a truck driver. I did my HGV in the army, and I came out and I was driving buses for 20 odd years. But I always had my HGV license, and every time on the motorway when I'm driving overnight and I see the trucks going past, I'm thinking, you lucky bastards, because I can't have my music up really loud and stuff like that. I can't do what I want. I'm at work, sitting in the seat, pointing the windscreen in the right direction and making sure no one wakes up on the journey. And you got people walking about with glasses and stuff. You can't be slamming on the brakes for no reason, whatever.
No, you've got to keep it at a steady pace.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a true story. Janet Jackson asked me to drive her around London several times.
Sorry, what?
While she was having a party in the back lounge on my bus, and I had oh God, blimey! It was my governor bought. Imagine one of these luxury aircraft. You know the Learjets, malarkey.
I know them. Yes, very well. Yes.
Yeah, of course you do. Yes. Well, you know the tables, and if you pull them, you get a little middle bit in there. But the tables themselves are really, really solid. You've got this beautiful, different types of wood all the way around, ebony edges and walnut and all that malarkey.
Beautiful ebony edges. Sounds like you're describing Janet Jackson. I mean, I'm there.
this was my coffee table in the back lounge on my bus that I was driving.
Right.
And Janet, bless her, she was dancing on the bloody thing, and her heels were so hard she broke the lacquer in a little bit.
Unbelievable! I knew there was something dodgy about that Jackson woman. I knew it.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I charged her 2 bottles of champagne.
Good. Could have been worse. Could have been Michael in the back. Russ, listen, thank you so much for that. I call in again. I want to hear more stories. I enjoyed that. I don't know what it was about, but I loved it. From Bosnia to Janet Jackson. The Russ story. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
03444991000. Of course, the big story. The big story that we've missed. Gemma Collins says lizard people roam the earth using the Queen's secret tunnels. Have you heard this?
Sounds like something Gemsy would say.
Now,
the GC.
I, of course, have worked with Gemma Collins. I know Gemma very well. I did work with the Giz guy. I liked her. Now, quite often when people say lizards, they mean Jews.
Do they?
Yeah, did you not know that?
I thought they meant literally.
I think she means literally lizards. I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Because that's the thing, isn't it? People suggesting the royals are lizard people.
But there's a big argument that when David Icke says lizards, he means Jews.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a real thing it's code. It's code. I don't think Gemma Collins means Jews.
No, I think she means literally lizards.
Should we have a little read?
Like
of
your
this?
literal lizards.
Gemma Collins says lizard people live on Earth and use the Queen's secret tunnels to roam around. In a rant reminiscent of ex-telly host David Icke's, the GC said she believes the conspiracy that Her Majesty has her own underground network in London she uses to go shopping. Now, that I believe.
Yeah.
I do believe that the Queen has, like, tunnels, and, like, one will take her to Harvey Nicks, and one will take her to Hamleys, and the other one will take her to Burger King, and...
It would only be sensible for there to be escape tunnels,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, of course there has to be.
But does she mean that she turns into a lizard and goes shopping? What's the lizard thing? Or was that just a throwaway?
The reality star, 39, also reckons humans can turn into lizards.
Right.
Colin said, my theory is, and this is a little bit weird, I believe there are lizards living amongst us. If you are a lizard, get in touch with me. There's been so many reports that there are different kinds of species living in the UK and around the world. I want to meet you, I want to touch you, I want to smell you, I want to know more. On her BBC podcast, she added, I'm not letting this tunnel life go. I need my own tunnels. Will we ever get to see these secret tunnels? Oh, by the way, my mate Scott Balcony has done a great podcast. I don't know what it's called. Could you just check what it's called? About secret tunnels in Uxbridge. I know. It sounds a little bit, but no, it's good. It's really good, actually. He's very funny.
Tunnel Vision podcast.
Is it called?
Tunnel Vision.
Tunnel Vision. And it's going to be 6 episodes. They're only short. I would thoroughly recommend Tunnel Vision by Scott Balcony of Balcony Shirts as he explores Uxbridge trying to find... Is it a myth? Is it vrai or faux?
Buckingham. There are tunnels.
Sorry?
In Buckingham.
Buckingham Palace. That's what we're talking about with Gemma
in
Collins.
Buckingham because of the Knights Templar.
Well, where do you think Buckingham Palace is?
Oh, mate.
I'm getting called out for not letting you do your Gemma Collins voice. I'm in charge of this show. I will decide.
I don't need the money, babe.
Who's in these tunnels? Can you get food and drink? And that's the end of that story.
I don't think she's thought this through.
Go on.
Do you?
Well, I don't
think she's just
she thinks
throwing it
anything
out
through.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't think this through. Do we?
Well, I think some things through.
I don't think a lot. Bit of a, I'm going to say it. I'm going to call it a bit of a dud show tonight. I'm giving this a 4 out of 10. Giving it a 4. Yes, Alistair.
Hey guys.
Hey man.
Just wanted to ring in. I heard your call with Stephen earlier.
Yep.
And just wanted to say that basically that sort of any help that you give, the other person has to take on a level of responsibility with it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I, for too long probably didn't, but eventually I got the message through you know, what you said to me and also what Kath said to me. And with other things as well happening, that was the platform for which I got to AA, really. And I'm a much better day today, by the way. And I've had a great-
Good. I know you've been struggling a bit the past few days.
Yeah. And it was absolutely glorious today. I wish I could convey the absolute lift you get, and I'm sure that you would agree, in the lift you get just by sharing stories with those like-minded people about their experience.
Yeah. Hanging out with people who have been in similar situations is surprisingly helpful.
Yeah.
That's it.
So,
good. I'm glad things are going better for you, Alistair. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Thank you. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You got anything?
Yeah.
Get that
Do
in,
you
boy?
remember last week we weren't talking about Quaden Bales? Quaden Bales is the 9-year-old from Australia who
I
was...
wasn't in last week.
Well, no, but that's
I
what
was on
prompted.
snowballs.
That's what prompted the rant by a certain person.
Okay, yep.
To
When Sean
a
abused a
certain
member of our
producer.
team.
Yeah,
and
because it
refused
was
to
meant.
accept responsibility for it. A bit like a coward or, I don't know, an idiot.
Yeah. So anyway, there's been lots.
If you're going to abuse a member of my team, at least have the balls to admit it. Go on, sorry.
Exactly, and we all know it happened. I saw it happening. Anyway, so Quaden Bales got this massive outpouring of support and sympathy on Twitter. I had people like movie stars and stuff getting in touch with him, and people started raising money. And that was another thing that the conspiracy theorists were concerned about. Oh, he's just trying to make money out of this. He's actually quite well off. Apparently, he's got an Instagram account. He's an influencer of some kind.
Okay.
Anyway, Quaden Bales' family have declined a Disneyland trip and pledged to donate $700,000 raised to a charity.
Oh.
That spoils things for the naysayers,
So is he an
doesn't
actor?
No, but he has got an online presence.
Right. But I don't understand why that would be a problem. Everyone has an online presence.
Yeah, exactly. People picking holes in it and saying, "Oh, actually, we think he's really 18 years old. Who's at an 18th
Is he
birthday
18?
party." No, he's not.
No, he's not. I'm only asking this because I don't really know the story.
because
I saw a couple of pictures, but I don't know the story.
In one post, he's got a hospital bracelet on with his full name on and his date of birth.
Right.
But unfortunately for him, or unfortunately for thickos, they saw him at an 18th birthday party and assumed it was his. And so these conspiracies went round and round. A lot of the people that was stirring it up deleted their account.
The internet really is a cesspit, and I knew this would happen, and I got called out when I mentioned it, saying, well, it's not happened. And I've not read them because I don't want to read them. But let's get the story so I can read it to you. Trolls have attacked Duffy after she revealed her rape and kidnap ordeal.
God, wow.
I'm laughing just because I knew this would happen, and people are scumbags. A young woman, we'll read the story in a second, but a young woman comes and says, sorry, guys, I kind of gave up my career for 10 years because I was kidnapped and drugged and raped, and I'm only just feeling confident enough to talk about it publicly, and I'm just doing this Instagram post, and there will be a full interview at some point, but this is what happened. And people are having a pop at her. That's where we've got to. People can go online and bully a rape victim, a kidnap victim.
Well, the quote-unquote mistakes she's made to make herself a target like this is 1, being a woman, 2, being honest, 3, showing feelings. Oh, and also being famous, because having a blue tick means everyone can have a pop at you.
The Welsh... I hate people like Sean that phone up. I've seen his poisonous Twitter feed, full of insanity. Full of insanity. People that other people, not just him, but people that think it's okay to criticise and belittle and bully. Be kinder. People like that ridiculous troll Dorothy Williams. There's your second little chance to have a little tug, because that's what gets you off. You got mentioned on the radio. You don't bother me. Oh, you must be bothered. You're talking about me. No, I pity you. I feel sorry for you, because every time your name pops up, I just block it on here so you don't appear on this screen for 24 hours. But you get off on that stuff, man.
But that doesn't come from a happy place, does it?
No. You wouldn't say that to my face. I feel sorry for you people. The Welsh singer stunned fans by telling them her near-decade-long spell out of the spotlight was because she took time to recover from being drugged, held captive and raped. Drugged, held captive and raped. At no point could I imagine going, I'm going to give this woman a little bit. I don't think she's suffered enough. I'm going to send her a snarky message on Instagram.
That'll teach her.
Duffy, 35, received an almost universal outpouring of support. But some cruel keyboard users quickly turned their vicious tongues on her. One wrote, "Call us a little cynical, but is there a new album coming out?" I hope there is. I really hope there is, because I don't know if there is, but it means A, she's well enough to work again. Great. And B, if it is, a lot of great art comes from pain. And if she has channeled her pain into it, this is going to be some record. Even if it's not some record, what a triumph to be able to come back from that ordeal and go back to work.
And if she indeed has got a record to publicise, does that mean what happened to her was all right in their minds?
And
what's
also,
the suggestion there?
I have no problem if she makes a fortune selling this story. I have no problem at all. Good. You make us. I don't know if she's getting paid for the interview that she's doing or not, but I hope if she wants to make money from it, I hope she makes as much money as possible. Why the hell not?
Why shouldn't she? She's got to sit in a shed forever and never speak to anyone about it, because that's about being really sad.
Probably won't be sitting in a shed. Probably,
What do you know what I mean?
She wants to go, but yeah, I do know what you mean. Another wrote, "When you're not relevant anymore and you try to regain your spotlight back in music industries to sell more shows and music." Other social media...
And which famous pop star wrote that? Someone who was highly relevant?
Other social media users were quick to defend her bravery. One wrote, "How can this be the reaction to someone talking about something so traumatic? It's disgusting." Duffy was one of the country's biggest stars after releasing her debut album Rock Ferry in 2008 and reaching #1 in the charts with the hit single Mercy. After releasing her second album, Endlessly, in 2010, well, that's a problem. You got to release it once. Don't release it endlessly. Oh, that was the title of the record. I'm so sorry, Duffy. She announced she'll be taking an extended hiatus from music. Duffy, whose full name is Duffy, but with 2 extra Fs, I didn't know that, said, "A journalist contacted me. He found a way to reach me, and I told him everything this past summer. He was kind, and it felt so amazing to finally speak." The Triple Brit Award winner added, "The truth is, and please trust me, I'm okay and safe now. I was raped and drugged and held captive over some days. But I can tell you, in the last decade, I feel committed to wanting to feel the sunshine in my heart again. The sun does now." Right, let me find where the B1TCH is, and I'm going to send her some hate. Imagine.
Right, the people that do this think they're very, very clever unpicking someone else's words.
Yeah.
But if they unpick their own, that would be a very interesting exercise, wouldn't it?
And that's where we're at now. We're allowed to bully a rape victim. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, if they've got a blue tick, it's not relevant feelings, is it?
No. Who's this arsehole? Oh, God, who's this bellend? Peter Lloyd, he's got a blue tick. Author of Stand By Your Manhood. Triggered a feminist with sticks and stones. Classical liberal, neither left nor right, Liverpudlian, opinions are spot on. I would also add to that, Peter, arsehole. Because he tweets, "Controversial opinion alert! I'm not buying this Duffy story. Also, she didn't disappear. She released a flop follow-up to Rock Ferry in 2010, then got dropped."
Gosh, why are you so bothered about it, Peter?
He's only got 45,000 followers, so he's irrelevant. But...
Well, I mean, are they real?
Probably bought. But... this is where we're at. And I know that there are some people in this industry, there are some people at this radio station, goddammit, who... I'd be really keen to hear their thoughts, but one of them's blocked me on Twitter, who... but I'm not saying that they have said this, I don't know. But the people like this guy here... There are two things. He's either saying it because he believes it or he's saying it because he wants to sell a book. Both are, of course, obnoxious and atrocious. But you have to think he's saying it because he believes it. Controversial opinion alert. I'm not buying this Duffy story.
How?
I just don't get it.
how much do you have to hate other people to even think that, never mind publish it and stand by it? This is what I found with the Quaid and Bale thing. People see something that is positive and beautiful, people coming together to try and make a kid feel better. And the same thing with Duffy, people coming together to try and, you know, make this woman in some way feel supported. And yet there is this like hardcore group that come in, usually not using their own names, this guy's quite unusual in that have to find something negative in it, unpick it, make it dark, make it horrible.
And also, and I don't like to be that person, but it's a bloke telling a woman that what happened to her, and there'll be women doing it as well. It's a bloke telling a woman that you weren't raped. No, I know better.
So you weren't very good at your job. Horrible, isn't it?
What a world we live in.
But Twitter isn't the world.
No, Twitter isn't the world. Twitter isn't the world. Instagram isn't the world.
But some of these commentators do set a tone.
We're in a really dark place, and this is partly why I'm so depressed. We're in a really dark place where people make money from creating fear and division, and suspicion, and saying to 45,000 people, you know that Duffy story? I don't buy it. Her second album was rubbish and she got dropped, right? I don't buy it. I don't buy that she was drugged and raped. It doesn't make sense to me. I think it's a lie. Discuss. That's where we're at. And there are people, there are so many people, you know who I'm talking about, guys. There are so many people who do that to create fear and division. This is why we need to be kinder. Be kinder. Be kinder. Where is the pleasure? Where is the kickback? Where is the fun in saying to anyone, in this instance, a young woman, nah, you weren't raped. You weren't raped. You got a record coming out, right? You weren't raped. Shut up. Terrible. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10. Only on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
If I ever get to Saginaw again, a locale that's somewhat off the beaten track, get to see the girl I never saw again, who must know why I have never ventured back. We were young and so alive, and now I wonder if she'd cling to me, become my very own as she did then. If I ever get to Saginaw again. If I ever get to Saginaw again, it won't be in spring with meadows turning green. It won't be to tangle with the law again. It won't be with someone only 17 who gave her love and made me hers. And when you find the one you're dreaming of, who thinks to ask how old is love, not when you may never get to Saginaw again. If I ever get to Saginaw again, I will get to see the son who bears my name, and perhaps I'll quietly withdraw again when I see the little man that he became. But how I yearn to watch him grow. A father's love is maybe all it takes to not repeat those sad mistakes of men. If I ever get to Saginaw again.
It's the Monkees, isn't it? It's the Monkees. Here's the thing about the Monkees, they're great. Everyone comes round to it. They could go from that to this is the Monkees. Listen. This is the Monkees. The Monkees, that's why they're the greatest. 0344 499 1000.
They're about 4 different bands.
Yes! Oh, yes! We could sit here all night and play that, and we won't. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you'd be very, very welcome to. I kind of feel like we're going to send everybody their subs back tonight. We're going to everyone's subscriptions, your 20 pences. Thank you. I don't think we've earned it tonight, so I'm going to send everyone who's sent in their 20 pence so they can listen to the show tonight. I'm going to send it back to them because I don't feel that we have delivered the goods. Excuse me. I don't feel that we have delivered the goods. And for that, I can only apologise. Next week, we're in Monday, Tuesday. We're off Wednesday. We're at the awards ceremony. We're up for 2 awards. So we're off, and then we're back Thursday, Friday. And then the week after, we start the thing of me doing 4 nights a week, Kath doing 1 night a week. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Try it for a month.
Yeah.
We'll try it for a month. We'll see how it goes. Funny thing is, when I tweeted that that's what we were doing, it feels like failure to me. It feels like failure to me. I know it isn't. But it feels like failure to me. And I need to get my head around that. It was my idea. That was my idea. But the number of people that got in touch and said, oh, yeah, I'm doing that. I've cut down, either just cut a day out of the week or cut a day out of the week and added like an hour to every other day, to the other 4 days to make up the time, just to buy a bit more space. Loads of people got in touch.
Or people doing flexible working and doing a couple of days at home.
Yeah, loads of people got in touch and said that was... I didn't realise that was a thing.
I think it's been a thing for a while.
Slightly unusual in this industry, it has to be said. Here's the thing, we don't know if we're going to have a job here after June. I thought we did know. Maybe I misheard. Or maybe somebody said something they shouldn't have said. That's part of the problem. And I know a lot of people are going through this, the stress of just not knowing. Just not knowing. I don't cope very well with stress. In the past, I would cope with stress by taking drugs or getting drunk or having loads of sex with, in inappropriate situations. And I don't do any of those things now. I don't buy stuff on eBay. I don't buy stuff on Amazon anymore. I buy things on Amazon. I bought an extension lead and I bought a 4-pack of packaging tape.
Outrageous expenditure. It's like
now.
Elton John.
I did treat myself to a new book about the Monkees, but that's it.
Yeah, but it used to be that you would read an article about someone and then buy their whole back catalogue.
Oh, God, I watched that Ray Charles film and I started looking at Ray Charles books and box sets and I went, I don't need it. So, no, I don't think so. I don't think so, Gavin. No, thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. Or do we? No? No, I think you're right. And, it's thrown treadle off skiddle, which is a Monty Python line that I'm slightly misquoting.
So you're not doing any of the stuff that you used to do to sort of self-soothe?
So I'm having to face anxiety. I'm meditating. I haven't meditated for a little while. And it's just crippling me. I've forgotten how to fall asleep. That's the big thing. I have forgotten how to fall asleep. I've just seen a text to Julia's show that calls Greta Thunberg whining mental shite.
Oh, my God.
Of course, the hosts aren't responsible for the tweets they receive. But... I've lost my thread. Let's take a phone call. Let us go to... Hang on. Jamie!
Jamie and the Magic Toy.
Well, yeah, more. I used to love that, man. That was like psychedelic for kids.
Yes, it's very weird. I'm unfortunately not old enough to appreciate it, but yes.
But you know the song.
Shut up, man. You sound about 52.
I know the song. I know the show very well.
Okay. All right. What have you got for us, Jamie?
Well, I was just ringing up really because I haven't rung up in a long time, and I'll be honest with you, I've struggled with my mental health over the last few years, and ringing in has been something of a challenge, but, you know, new challenges and everything. Yeah, just ringing up really, mainly because you played the Monkees at the top of the hour.
You're not Jamie Dyer, are you?
Yeah.
This is you! Yeah, you called Jamie. I only said that because I'm looking at your tweets, and I know you've been hovering over calling the last few days, and that it was a bit of a struggle. And you know, I never really get involved in those conversations because I don't want people to feel obliged to call in. But I was just keeping an eye on it, and you called in. Nice one, man. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, no, thank you. I haven't called in for about 3 years, but in those 3 years, I moved in with my partner and we got married, and you know, we've lived here now for 3 years, and you know, things are on the up. I mean, unfortunately, had a little bit of a problem a couple of years ago. A very important person in my life passed away, and I got my dream job, which unfortunately I lost for a technicality.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride over the last couple of years.
Life is goes all over the place, doesn't it? When we just have to hold on the best we can.
Yes, it does. But my wife and I really enjoy listening to your show.
Oh, thank you, mate.
It's a real tonic in the evenings. The moment that 10 o'clock hits, a lot of nights we just turn off the TV and you're on. So
you say, just for a second, Jimmy, you say a lot of nights. That would imply that some nights you don't switch off the TV and turn on. Can I ask?
Well, you're not on Sunday, are you?
I like this guy.
Boom.
This guy is good.
He's smooth.
This
That's what he
guy,
is.
I'm glad things are heading in the right direction, Jamie. I see you pop up in my timeline a bit, and I just, you know, I'm glad. Is all I'm going to say.
No, thank you very much.
What happened? You did some streaming though, but you had there was some a-holes when you were streaming.
Oh my goodness!
What happened, man?
I started streaming about 12 years ago on a really random service, and I used to get lots of really bad comments. And the thing is, the other day, it was the first time in a long time that I had streamed like that, you know, in that way.
Yeah.
And this one guy, well, because I do a podcast, you see, and I thought, well, it's time to start streaming live and taking calls, very much like you do. And then this guy started making personal comments about my appearance, you know, and all sorts of things. And initially I was taken aback, and there were lots of people on social media saying to me, oh, don't worry. And I think, well, no, I've just forgotten what it was like.
Yeah.
You know, I know what it's like now. You know, and I remember how it felt before. You know, it was worse before. Now they're saying that you know, my hair's too long, or I'm wearing glasses, or my eyes are all over the place. But years ago, it was a lot worse.
I'm laughing. So hang on a minute. So you're saying that online trolling is not as good as it used to be?
Well, it's not as bad as it used to be. That's just my experience, though. It might be that I've become tougher, you know, towards it.
What were you streaming on Twitch?
I was, yeah.
Were you able? Did you consider? Would it have helped? And I know it's different for everyone. So people saying, "Oh, ignore it," or just block them, or whatever, doesn't work for everyone. But would blocking that person and banning them from your channel, would that have helped it in any way?
Oh yes. Well, I tend to do this thing where I take short breaks. So I took a break and then banned him.
Good.
So,
good. I'm getting really good. Me and Kath are both getting really good now. Well, I let's speak for myself. Blocking people online, whether it is on Twitch or on Twitter. If someone posts something in my timeline that, in the context of that tweet, I don't want to go through people's timelines and look for if in the context of that tweet I find it offensive, upsetting, or it makes me uncomfortable, I just block now. I just block, and I don't ask any questions, and I just block. Someone was tweeting comedy images of different types of snowball when I'd already said that I'd found the idea of a snowball, a cocaine and heroin mixture, quite triggering. And you know, it was a nice person and they were doing it as a laugh, but I didn't like it. Blocked.
No.
And here's the new thing, Jamie. When people email me and get in touch, or get their mates to get in touch and ask me to unban them or unblock them, I don't do it.
And here's another thing. If they try running to mum, i.e. me, and say, Ian's done this, can you get him to unblock me? I'll block him too.
Yeah.
Because I'm not playing the game. I'm not playing the game. I'm not getting involved. It never leads to anything good.
No.
Everything's going all right, though, is it, Jamie?
Yes, very much so. Doing lots of... I'm currently out of work in between jobs, but I'm doing a lot of podcasting, a little bit of streaming, mainly for confidence. But it really helps my confidence.
It's good for confidence. It's also good to make something. It's good to be creative and to make something that you can say, what's the podcast? Give the podcast a plug, Jamie.
Oh, I do many, but let's see. Which one am I doing at the moment? Well, I do a Status Quo fan podcast.
Shut the front door.
Hits at the moment.
You do what? And what's that called?
That is called The Quocast. It's not a very good title.
No, but it is. It's.
What? No, I like that.
It's exactly what it should be.
Why? And what happens in that?
Well, basically...
Because this sounds right up my street.
I go through a certain aspect of the Quo community, either a record they did, and occasionally we have interviews with tribute bands. A few months ago, I interviewed a producer who worked with them and remixed one of their 70s albums, and I spent an hour talking to him.
Was it Pile Driver?
No, it wasn't. It was the Rockin' All Over the World album, which he remixed a few years ago and made it so much better. The whole process was fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And as a lifelong Quo fan, I'm 30 years old. As a lifelong Quo fan, I was blown away by it. It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, good. All right. And that's on all the usual places, is it?
Oh, yes. Yes,
all right.
it is, yeah.
You're right. I don't think trolling is as good as it used to be. There's a guy that I blocked. Big Bellend. Big Man Bellend, I think his name is. And he listens all the time, right? He listens all the time because he tweets every night. And he's just tweeted Mike Graham. Good news, Independent Republic. The sole lefty just said he's leaving the network in June. I guess that's me.
Did you?
No. Hopefully, that's two separate words. This is News Corps doing their bit, draining the swamp. We need rid of all MSM assets. Hopefully they don't give Parry the slot, though. They should give it to Lawrence. This is a guy who doesn't realise that Mike Graham works for Rupert Murdoch, who is the MSN Big Man Bellend.
And also don't realise that we're not sworn enemies. In fact, you tweet and text each other quite a lot, don't you?
Me and Mike are mates, so I'm lucky. Jamie, nice to talk to you, mate. Thank you so much for calling in. You've made my night. I mean that.
No, thank you very much.
And lots of love to your missus. Enjoying the show. That's what we like. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Let us go. Why can't I do that? Let me just put that there. To Kev. Good evening, Kev.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Hey, Kev.
Kev, do you want to fight?
Not with you, no. Not with anybody.
Coward. Coward of the county. In that case, if you don't want to fight, I win. So I win by default. So it's 1-0 to me. You can make your point now.
Last week I just wanted to thank Kath because she listens to me about... I won't go into massive detail now, but Catherine... really, really helped me last week. It was like a platform for me to get things off my chest. And wonderful presenter and beautiful. And that Sean fella last night, and what you did last night, by the way, letting about 4 people speak about being alcoholics.
Yeah.
That just made me want to have a drink, to be fair.
Oh. Blimey, that was not the intention.
No, I know, but it was very funny. But seriously, Catherine is a legend. Last week, she literally sat there and let me just speak. And it was. There you go. It was. She's amazing.
Kath, take it. See, Kath's doing what I do. And struggles to take it. Take it. Take it. I heard a bit of the shows last week. You're great. You're my favourite radio presenter. Kev's phoned up to give you 2 thumbs up.
Thanks very much.
Take it.
Ian.
Yes.
Ian, you're okay as well.
Don't worry about me. I get paid more. Do you want me, Kev? Would you like me to give Kath one? I'm so sorry. Freudian slip. Would you like me to give Kath a hug for you?
Oh, I would love that. To be
Yeah,
honest.
okay. Kath, do I have permission to embrace you? And
Only if it's from Kev.
All right.
Ian.
Shut up, Kev. I can't hear you now. Can I feel
No,
you?
No, touching that. No.
Okay. I licked her. I licked her for you, Kev. 'cause
Kev
you
would
sound
not
like-
have done that.
Kev sounds like a licker.
No, he's not.
He sounds like a licker to me, so I licked her for you, Kev.
So,
Just
Ian,
the face.
Ian, not French kissing.
It wasn't French. It was no French kisses. Ooh la la. I just licked her.
Ugh.
Why?
I know.
You sound like the type of pervert that would lick a woman's face.
Don't make this Kev's fault. It's your fault.
I wouldn't lick. Have I ever licked your face? No.
Yeah, then.
Shut up. Yeah, exactly. Then, because you, the coward that didn't want to fight at the start of this phone call, I was doing it because of you.
Oh, right, okay. That makes little or no sense.
Exactly, Kevin. Nice.
Kath, how are you?
I'm all right. A bit wet now.
Ooh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Kath, don't encourage him.
Kev, thank you very much. This is, Sam missed this. This is my 10-year-old. I've set my 10-year-old and my 8-year-old a challenge to learn a song. If they learn the song all the way through, they get £10 each. This is what we have so far.
AJ Tracy live with direct. DJ mash up the mash of the deck. A hype man suit alive with direct. Say, oh, it's the hype man says. AJ Tracy live with direct. DJ mash up the mash of the deck. A hype man says alive with direct. Say, bo.
Do you know that song? It's good, and we're going to play it. We're going to play it over the top of that. Oh, shut up, advert! Shut up, advert! We're going to play it over the top. You're going to hear how great my son is. The posh little white kid rapping. This is what it's all. Here we go. Got to get this queued up properly. Here we go. Yep.
AJ Tracy live with
Okay, comes in. Right, comes in there. Hang on. Here we go.
AJ Tracy live with direct. DJ mash up the mash of the deck. The hype man suit alive with direct. Say, oh, it's the hype man says. AJ Tracy live with direct. DJ mash up the mash of the deck. The hype man says alive with direct. Say, bo.
Do it again.
I told him I played it on the radio, and really? I said, oh, yes, son. He said, yes, of course. All right, where does he come in?
AJ Tracy live.
AJ Tracy live and direct. Okay, this is a great. I mean, this is.
AJ Tracy live with direct. DJ mash up the mash of the deck. The hype man suit alive with direct. Say, oh, it's the hype man says. AJ Tracy live with direct. DJ mash up the mash of the deck. The hype man says alive with direct. Say, bo.
There you go. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Posh white kids rapping. That's what I like. Anyway, 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You'd be very. Oh, shut up.
Oh, again.
Shut up. Very, very welcome. Let's play Pass the Chat On. Sorry, I've said something controversial.
Well, you've got your hands in the air, which sounds like you're about to drop something.
Well, I've got my hands in the air, and do you know why?
Because you just don't care.
Thank you. Explain Pass the Chat On.
Pass
to
the chat
listeners.
on. It's a word association game. Mustn't pause, mustn't hesitate, or then you go back and then like this, or like this. Look at each other and say blah.
Blah.
No, it isn't really. It's
Grab my pen back, please.
Yes, it's actually my pen.
Ow, well, it's my pen.
It's your pen now,
Who's
but
owning it? I'm owning you.
you can just phone us up, go straight to air until the next person rings up. It may be 10 seconds, it may be 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can put the phone down, but we can't.
Yeah.
Unless you're an outrageous idiot.
Well, let's narrow it down a little bit more.
Sweary, racist,
Yeah.
generally offensive.
Yeah. You call in about anything, 7-second delay, don't swear, don't be libelous.
If you do swear, no one else will hear it.
No, exactly.
But we will judge you.
And if you are listening, remember there's going to be a bit of delay. Like the delay's about a minute sometimes between what is happening here and what you hear at home. But if someone comes on and you're bored of them, phone up. Otherwise, they stay on. I mean, we had Rainbow George on for like 20 minutes last night. People people got wise towards the end, and you can have double bubble. If you've been on once, you can be on as many times as you like. Let's play a trailer for one of our colleagues. I hope it's one of the good ones. And then we'll play Past the Chat on 0344 499 1000. This, dear listeners, is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
And now we wait. 0344 499 1000. I do feel that I do feel that I have not delivered the goods tonight. Sometimes I come away from last night's show was amazing. It was amazing, right? Tonight.
Yeah, do you know what though? When we have an amazing show, I always know that there's going to be one that you feel is lacklustre afterwards, but it's only by comparison. I also think you're in a bit of a weird headspace at the moment.
Lost. Would you know about anything?
Well, I know.
What you know about?
You know I know.
What you know about girl?
You know I know.
What you know about girl?
You know I know.
Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I need a poo.
Oh.
Childish behaviour. You give us a story while we're waiting for the glory.
It's a story about one of our favourite people.
Okay.
Joe Pasquale.
Oh, love a bit of pass.
Turns out he killed a man. No, he didn't. I'm joking.
Do you know what, though? I bet he could.
Oh, he's buff.
I bet he could. He's covered in tats.
I'm muscly.
Did you know that, Line 1? Joe Pasquale's covered in tats.
I didn't know that, but what I did know is I've just completed a video game, and it's not even my first one.
What game?
Sorry to rub it in,
I've
but-
never. Well, no, you're not rubbing it in, mate, because I don't judge. My life is not based on sad things like that.
Well, it is though.
I've never completed.
Should be,
well, yeah, okay, but I've got a nice house, and I don't have to share a house with losers. But was that too low below the belt, or was that? Kathy's saying yes.
I mean, I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Don't be salty just because he's won at life.
Well, he's won a video game. What game have you completed?
It was Moonlighter on the Switch. It's the one I said you definitely wouldn't like. You balance running a farm and running a dungeon.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Running a dungeon
and a farm.
No, running a shop and a dungeon. Sorry.
He said running a farm and running a dungeon. This guy's a deviant.
But running a shop and running a dungeon, also a strange thing. What now?
Well, running is in going through the dungeon, but running is in managing a shop.
Well, hang on a minute. First of all, you said running a farm and running a dungeon,
You
right?
sure it's a dungeon and not a stock room?
And also...
It's a lot like Stardew Valley, which is what I think of the farm.
Will you shut up? Get on my nerves, this guy. You don't say running and running when you mean two different things. You said running and running. That implies...
Managing.
Now you're saying running and passing through.
I was still thrown by the comment about my living situation, so I ballsed up my words.
Oh.
I don't think you've ever played a video game. I don't think you have.
I've played at least one when you were there. I mean, I mainly hid in a florist, but I was playing.
What game did you play while I was there?
That was Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Mate, you weren't playing that. You just happened to be online at the same time that me and some tough guys
Sounds
were.
like you were flower shopping.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll happily accept that.
0344 499 1000 if you want to cut this loser off. I have to say, Pete, as we know, and he's not on as an official guest because he's not got 1,000 followers on Twitter, so he's not on as an official guest. So this is just chit chat. When he gets 1,000 followers on Twitter, what's the Twitter feed again?
At what's on the tape.
Once he gets 1,000, he comes on as a guest. This is just chit chat. But to talk about Twitch, and Twitch, those people who don't know it, it's kind of like YouTube. There's more live stuff happening, and it's a great way for the people that make the content to actually make a few quid. YouTube, it's really difficult to monetize now. They've really cracked down on it. But Twitch, people can subscribe or donate or give cash. You don't have to. It's free. But if you're enjoying what you're seeing and you go, this is worth a couple of quid, I'll bung them a couple of quid, or if I subscribe for $5. And there's mainly people playing video games on there. But there are two people who are pushing the boundaries of what is entertainment, right? One of them is David Babcock, but he's not here. I don't want to plug him.
And one of them is Amaranth.
Amaranth, the sexy racist. No, one is Pete. And Pete has got 400 old VHS videotapes that are unlabelled, like things that people had taped off the telly in the olden days. And live he's doing this now. As a show, he puts a tape in, and streams himself watching. There were about 45 people watching you the other night.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And you had a good find.
I mean, I found a broom cupboard, so it pulled them in, I think.
And I think we can say this. I know you're playing this down. I think you should be shouting this from the rooftops, but you're playing this down. You found an episode of a kids' show where Michael Barrymore is teaching a dog how to swim.
Well, no, he was learning how to swim. The dog didn't really care that he was learning how to swim.
Right, okay.
Barrymore was trying to learn how to swim. He was reading a book. Yeah, it's one of those things. I feel. Yeah. It's a quandary. I mean, yeah, I could post the clip, and it might well pick up a lot of distraction. But then, who's going to pile onto that? And yeah,
you're too nice. You're too nice for the internet, Pete. Stay off it. Stay off it. Stay at home masturbating to your Doctor Who videos. You're too nice. I
mean, I do that anyway.
Oh my God, Leela. Ace, are you kidding me?
Perry, mate, Perry.
Well, I had a very naughty picture of Perry once when I was a young man. That was in a paper.
We've all got very naughty pictures of Perry.
Kath is wrinkling her face up. You right, Kath?
Sorry, lad.
This is like, this is like being in the common room when all the cool people have gone.
It's lad special. No one's calling in to end this, so they're loving this chat. Ugh. Where is Perry these days?
I believe she's partnered to a guy who writes for the Doctor Who Big Finish things and did Dead Ringers and she's
Big
also
Finish.
doing conventions.
Flipping it, mate.
Catherine, please. Catherine.
Big Finish are Doctor Who audio dramas that have been going for like 20 years.
Really good. Actually, really good.
Some of them are.
Well, I mean, some are. Yes, I do.
Which ones aren't?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, because you've inspired. I've got a couple of boxes of VHS tapes of my stuff, right? And one of them is a program I did called Critical Mass, which was a pilot for E4, and it was ahead of its time because you would have a guest on, and people. It's like this. It's like this. It's like this. People would vote at home while the show was on, if they were bored of the guest. And when it reached critical mass, you go, okay, well, we've reached that, so we've got to say goodbye. Thank you very much. One of the people we had on there was Ken Russell. Ken Russell. I don't know how they voted. I think it was fixed, actually, because I don't think the technology was up to it. But one of them, and this is to my ultimate shame, and I need to find this guy and I need to make amends, right, was a 14-year-old kid coming on talking about fan-made Doctor Who episodes. And his favourite Doctor Who was Colin Baker, and I told him that Colin Baker was rubbish.
And I'm not rubbish on the audios. I'm guessing that's what he said.
I made him cry.
Ian Lee.
I made this kid cry. This 14-year-old young man. I made him cry. And as he did it, I felt awful. There was an audience there. It was a big thing for him. I bullied him. There's no, there's no way around it.
Well, if it's any consolation, he's probably out there on Twitter now posting like lengthy screeds against Jodie Whittaker being the Doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was really hoping that Pete would turn around and go, "That boy was me." But so I'm going to find that, and I'm going to find that guy, and I'm going to apologise to him because it was mean. It was old 11 o'clock show, Ian. It was mean, very mean. So that's I've got my VHS thing. I've got to get it set up, connected to the old personal computer, the PC, and that'll be the first thing that I dig out. Will be Critical Mass. Critical Mass.
Yeah, but are you doing it because you've got a record coming out?
I've got a record coming out. Mickey Dolenz live in Japan, 1982. But that's by the by. Pete, no one's called in. I can't cut you off.
I'm overwhelmed by the
apathy,
the support of everyone who's clearly gone to bed.
Yeah, this is it. I think I think people are just switched off tonight.
Well, yeah, but it's nice to have a chill time. Shall I go?
I can't hang up on you. It's entirely up to you, mate. You can stay as long as you want.
Shall I tell you about the Joe Pasquale story?
Once again, that's at What's on the Tapes on Twitter, and I'll bid you good day.
Oh, so you're bottling out like a coward?
I'm bottling out like a cow. Ian, I'm a very socially awkward person, and this has gone on for.
Push yourself to the limit. Push yourself to the limit and beyond. Stay on until the end of the show. If no one calls in, you win.
That's true. I don't think I'm going to win. Surely. I mean, where's the likes of Ollie these days?
Ollie's
where's
dead.
David Babcock?
David Babcock's dead. They're all dead.
Chuck Winkle?
Did I say this? This was an idea I had for a film. Did I say this? Where it's a late night call-in show, right? But one by one, the callers get murdered.
Oh, right.
They get murdered, right?
I think you did say that, and it's put you on a watch list.
I'll put you on a watch list in a minute. It would be a watch list in an accident and emergency of a hospital because I'm going to punch you. What a great line.
Hashtag be kinder.
I'm being kinder to Pete. This is me being kinder to Pete. Honestly, I loved your stream so much the other day. I loved your stream so much the other day, Pete. I was listening to it in the car because you can have Twitch on and just listen to the audio, and I had it connected. So I was listening to it in the car. And then we came into work and I was watching. I loved it so much. I would watch that on telly.
I can vouch for that because I called him up at one point when I'm listening to Pete.
Yeah, I did. Listen to Pete. Go away.
Bye then.
So I would.
Thank you.
I've got something to say to you, Pete. Hello, line 2. You're on the wireless.
Exterminate!
Carry on. Oh, they've gone. They bottled it. They exterminated Pete. Outrageous. Joe Pasquale.
Yeah, ain't he great?
Yep.
Joe Pasquale has revealed he once came into contact with a UFO on a late night drive.
Oh, yes, mate.
The TV funny man said...
And our friend.
And buff guy.
Yeah.
Said I've seen Joe Pasquale in his pants, everyone.
I know, that was a bit weird. We have, when we went backstage at the Panto, we were there kids.
He didn't mind, did he?
He didn't mind. It's theatre types.
Actually, it was very difficult to get him to put some clothes on.
Yeah.
The TV funny man said his extraterrestrial experience... Who's there?
It's George.
In which he spotted the craft land on a field along the M4 motorway, left him believing there are little green men living closer to Earth than people think.
Can we help you, George?
Sorry?
Can we help you?
I'm just flying. I think you probably have no perception of how great that prophecy I made on your programme was, and I'm sure it's going to...
I don't even remember what it was. It was just like words.
There was no Bible words. It was just words about someone else.
A character called Jonathan Kahn.
But you quoted a Bible verse, and then started talking about Jonathan Kahn.
I am made to suppose that he is going to be playing the role that was outlined in that.
We're playing past the chat on, and that means we have to go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hey, that man knows nothing about Doctor Who, that's all I can say.
What man knows nothing about Doctor Who?
Pete.
What? Whoa!
Oh, shots fired.
Whoa! Suddenly,
fired.
We're winding down, and suddenly it kicks off. Why not?
He does. I just don't.
Line 1, you're on the wireless. It's cruel. You can phone back as many times.
I know a caller that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I know a caller that'll get on your nerves. His name is Rainbow George. I know a caller that'll get on your nerves.
We can't cut him off.
Get on your nerves.
The rules are I can't cut him off.
Get on your nerves. His name is Rainbow George Prophecy.
He bowled it! Thank God for that. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Here comes Doctor Who and the Daleks. Yes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Look, just because I don't wear a bloody Tom Baker scarf on my avatar, I know a lot about Doctor Who.
Prove it. Right? Prove it.
And my lawyers have been informed.
Prove it. What series does this come from?
This comes from the Chris Eccleston series, 2005, Series 1/season 27.
Okay, what's this piece of music called? Hang on, here it comes. What's this piece of music called? It's from Doctor Who.
So this is either the bit from the beginning of Rose.
I want to know. No. Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear. I don't want to know where it's from. I want to know what this bit of music is called.
Westminster Bridge.
Oh, you get. Oh my God! Okay. He's doing an evil laugh.
I'm impressed.
All right. Well, what is this bit of music called?
Can you go on a bit?
You go on a bit. All right, here we go. You better not be Shazamming it, otherwise I'm going to kill you.
It's from the End of the World. I don't know if it's called Platform 1 or the End of the World or something.
I'm so sorry, mate. It's called Father's Day, mate. I'm so sorry. So you don't really know that much about Doctor Who, do you?
I bet Dave knew that.
Yeah. You don't know that much about Doctor Who, do you?
Father's Day was...
Yeah, you don't know...
Written by Paul Cornell and...
Yeah,
Pete
but you
Tyler
did recognise
getting killed.
it. So you don't know that much about Doctor Who. I mean, there's no shame about it.
I mean, I know more than you were expecting me to know.
Well, have you ever met Tom Baker?
Yes.
While he was dressed as Doctor Who?
No.
Filming the Robots of Death?
Yes.
What? Sorry?
Yes, I have.
What? You met Tom Baker?
Yep.
But he wasn't dressed as Doctor Who? While
he was dressed as the Doctor.
It's a burn there.
While he was filming Robots of Death?
That's right, in 1977.
Well, you didn't, though. I did.
No, I did.
No, you didn't. How? You're not that old. You're younger than me.
Leela was there.
This is Sean. Is this Sean phoning up, talking bullshine again?
No, he's in Italy.
I can't cut this guy off until someone phones up. Can't that Scouse woman phone up, Catherine?
Which one? Oh.
It was great meeting the Vox robots, though.
But you can't, you weren't even born then. I was 4 and I met him.
Well, I was there and I didn't see you, so one of us is lying.
He gave me 2 cubes of sugar.
He gave me 3.
Oh, why are you doing this? Please,
I had a great experience meeting Tom Baker as a kid.
Please. I'm so desperate for anyone, to call in and end this, can only be... Line 2, you're on the wireless.
That Christopher Eccleston's got really long earlobes. I'd like to talk about earlobes.
Let's talk about earlobes. And we got rid of that guy, Pete guy's gone. Yes, let's talk about earlobes.
So the doctor,
yeah.
called the Doctor, not Doctor Who.
Well, it's debatable, actually. It's debatable. In some episodes, he's referred to as Doctor Who in some of the fiction. So, again, that Pete was wrong.
Sylvester McCoy had excellent earlobes. They were on display.
Yep.
If you look very carefully.
The worst Doctor. The worst Doctor. Can someone please phone in and stop talking about Doctor Who and earlobes?
And then there was Colin Baker.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
I just want to say one thing. Peter Davison
Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Well, I saw Iain on the set of Robots of Death. Never saw Pete there at all.
Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Have you given any thought to setting up Ada, the all-day alternative?
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Because I can barely get out of bed with crippling depression at the moment, so I'm not going to think about a fantasy radio station that's never going to happen.
Why is it never going to happen?
Because it would cost £500,000 at least.
Well, we can raise that easily.
Were you going to squat in another house for 21 years?
No. Imagine. Everything is imagination, Iain.
Yes, but then for it to actually happen, it has to move into reality.
Yes, but imagination moves things into reality.
I don't think that's how things work.
everything that exists because somebody imagined it.
Yeah, and then did it.
Right, I'm going to imagine that Maria Whittaker is in my bed when I get home, okay?
That's just fantasy.
Whoa! So what's the difference between imagination with Lee Johns? No, imagination and fantasy.
Imagination is imagining.
Line 1, you're on the wireless. Just imagination is imagining.
He's got you there.
My dad worked with the props on Doctor Who. He stole a Dalek
That
one.
is my dad! This piece of trash is stealing my life!
Is he one of them, like,
That's my
aliens?
dad. He works on Lovejoy.
Off the Doctor Who that,
here's
like,
the thing.
take your life.
Unfortunately, with my dad's reputation, this guy could actually be my brother. We just don't know that at this stage. We have to do a DNA test. Why does when Pete calls in, no one else calls in? They can't be interested in what he has to say.
I think he's one of them lizards.
Do you mean the Jews?
No, I mean a lizard.
Okay, just gotta be sure.
I'm liking V. I like to eat live rats.
I liked the first series of V. Then in the second series of V, like the first one was like a mini series that was over 5 nights, and I wasn't allowed to watch it. And everyone
scared me. That
everyone the next day was talking about it. But then they brought it back for like a 21 episode series or something. But they cut the budget quite dramatically.
I've still never seen the full series. I saw the mini-series and loved that. And, I couldn't get into this.
Yeah, if you let me finish talking. And they got rid of the effects on the voice. So the voices, the first one they talk like... The first one was great. The first one was great, very powerful. It was the Jewish guy, the old guy that graffitied the V on the wall.
You mean the lizard guy?
Sorry?
You mean the old lizard guy?
No, I actually mean the Jewish guy this time.
Oh.
Yeah. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Google Jonathan Kahn,
Line 3, you're on the wireless. It's a cruel game, but this is how we play it. Yes, line 3.
Hello, I don't have much of a voice because I've got a...
Line 4, you're on the wireless. I can't cut you off. Rules of the game. I can't cut this guy off until someone else calls in.
How do you know it's a guy?
Because women don't have such good rhythm. He liked that, didn't he? This guy's been calling me for about 10 years. I've never made him laugh until then. Can't cut you off until someone else calls in.
Well, see, how's he doing this bit?
Like that.
No, it's like a...
I'm guessing he's got to keep it quiet so he doesn't wake his mum
Inmates.
up. The inmates. Oh, he's loving it! He's loving it tonight! Line 2, you're on the wireless. Christ. Hello?
Hello, is Cass plumbing all right?
Is what? Cass swimming all right?
Is Cass plumbing all right?
Yeah,
you got no more drips.
I've had it fixed. I'm nice and dry.
Is your plumbing all right? Have you got any more drips?
I've had it sorted.
Has it been sorted?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. That's
lovely. No more leakage, no more leakage. No more leakage, no more leakage.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Oh my God! Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Would you like to just apologise for that flippant throwaway remark, Ian?
Which
of them?
Which one?
The one where Cass said lizards, and you said, you mean the Jews?
Oh, do you want to apologise for that remark?
What? Here's the thing. If you'd been listening to the whole... I'm going to let you come back, even though you said a C-bomb, right? Which I would never do. You should apologise for throwing a C-bomb, but I'm going to let you come back. Because if you'd been listening to the whole conversation, you would have realised that there was context in that. It wasn't simply anti-Semitic. It wasn't simply a throwaway remark like your C-bomb was just there, and I will let you come back because I'm a better man than you, Gunga Din. That there was actually context because we had been discussing conspiracy theorists. Why do I even need to explain this to you?
Why do you think you suffer from mental illness?
There we go. Here we go.
Oh, it's one of these.
It's one of these. Calling in from a withheld number.
He seems fine.
Calling in from a withheld number and throwing out a C-bomb? Throwing out a C-bomb?
It's someone who's had half an argument in his head.
Yeah. If only they'd been listening to the show and would have got
No,
the
they just want
context.
to take it out on someone. What's up with them?
What's wrong, my friend?
And no, I'm just saying, when Cass presents the show, she's sympathetic, empathetic.
Yes,
everyone
and I'm not.
I would still find you quite offensive.
Yeah, and I'm a C-bomb.
Yeah, but when Iain presents the show, she becomes an associate bully.
Okay. And
Okay, well, I didn't call anyone else a C-bomb here. Did you?
You did, anonymous caller.
I'm Jewish, and I just don't like anti-Semite.
Well, I'm not an anti-Semite, and as I say, if you've been listening to the
you
full...
are. Oh, you were doing it in the pursuit of comedy.
No.
Just a throwaway.
No, we were talking about idiots that believe that.
Don't, Catherine, we don't even have to give this guy the time of day. He phoned up and used the C word. He didn't listen to the full conversation, wasn't doing it...
You know the rules of the game, Iain. You can't cut me off until someone else comes on.
I've got 2 more calls coming on. I'm waiting for you to apologise for saying the C word. Also, I can cut you off whenever I want.
For saying the C-bomb.
Well, you're not going to apologise for your anti-Semitic remarks.
Because I haven't made any anti-Semitic remarks.
You did. You flippantly said, "Do you mean the Jews?" And I've listened to the whole show.
Well, you kind of.
Well, you can't. You haven't. So why were we talking about lizards and Jews before?
Oh.
But you don't know
You know
because you
what?
weren't listening. Why were we talking about it?
I just.
Here comes another swear word. Here comes another swear word because he hasn't got an argument. Why were we? You've listened to the whole show, my friend. You've listened to the whole show. Why were we talking about them before without swearing at me?
Oh, I might commit suicide. I've saved so many people on the radio. You have more trolls than any other radio presenter.
Why were we talking about lizards before? You listened to the show, or was that a lie?
Julia Harley-Brewer.
Why? That was a lie. That was a lie. So you phoned up, you said the C-bomb, which is very, very rude.
Taking the mickey out of mental health problems.
Don't worry about that stuff. I'm not going to kill myself because of this prick. But you claim to have listened to the whole show, yet when I ask you to connect the dots, you're unable to do it.
No, but just answer that. Why do you attract so many trolls?
I don't know. You're one of the biggest ones I've had, and you're useless. I guess I'll tell you why it is. It's because people are thick. People are really thick and really stupid, and they think they hear something that they haven't heard. That's why. And so people who are scared they hide their phone numbers. They don't give their names. They throw the C-bomb out. They call someone an anti-Semite when they haven't done anything anti-Semitic. That's why, because people are thick. That's why, my friend.
Iain, why don't you do 1 day a week and let Kath do 4?
I don't want to talk to you for 4 days.
What?
What?
Because I wouldn't.
You're the assistant bully.
Oh, here we go. There's the side jab at me for no reason.
Shall we give
We're the empathetic. Oh, please call in, everyone. Oh, please.
There we go. Taking the mickey out of me now.
Just let him.
This is nice.
Go on. Why don't you make a complaint to Ofcom and a complaint to my boss? My boss's name is Denny Morris. Please do, because you're going to embarrass yourself.
Because they'll take your C-bomb into consideration.
Fool. You're an anti-Semitic fool.
Carry on.
No, okay. I think you're an anti-Semitic fool. You on one.
Okay, carry on.
On one hand,
running out of steam a bit, but carry on.
No, not really. I'm just tired. Tired of your whining that you're depressing. You suffer from depression the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm going to block anyone on Twitter. It's just ridiculous.
Okay.
You just need to look in the mirror.
Just let him carry on. I'm enjoying this. This is what we have to deal with. These are the kind of people. This caller is the sort of person who would bully Duffy.
Yeah.
This is the person who would mock Duffy for being raped and drugged. This is the kind of person who encourages people to kill themselves. Dear listener, if you come across someone like this, you are better than them. You are better than them. You are precious. priceless and valuable. If someone throws a C-bomb at you, you don't have to do what I do and indulge them. I'm doing it because I'm finding this funny. You are better than them. If you are feeling low, if you are feeling suicidal, this is the voice inside your head. It is meaningless. It is nothing. You can do what I can do. I can make it louder. Hello? Or I can fade it down to nothing. You have that power. And if you don't have that power, if you find yourself struggling, 116 123. That's the Samaritans. If this is the voice inside your head, 116 123.
Why did you bring up Duffy?
There we go. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.